give all praise and glory unto
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Harakakadash.
A double honor to the elders and apostles of Gmslv and the sincere Shalom to Yakim bringing out this word, diligence and in truth. Alright, this is another day within Las Vegas City. You know, we just came to prophesy to tell the downfall of this kingdom of America, you know? Because right now it's a lot of stuff that's happening in the midst of the times that we're in. You know, you have a bunch of scoffers coming up against the men of the Lord. So this is basically the time in which the Most High is allowing you Jakes, you Israelites, Latinos and Native Americans, to come into the fold of the truth so you can have a hedge of protection, so to speak, man. Because without this hedge, without having Yahweh Shai, without having Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai within your spirit, man, you out here stuck. Which means, hey, you're going to be numbered until a death. So the first script, can the brother grab that Proverbs 1?
Got it. 1 and 20. This is Proverbs 1 and 20. Wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the streets. She cried in the chief place of concord.
The scriptures say wisdom cries without, she uttered her voice in the streets, in the chief place of concourse. Because the Most High requires that the men of the Lord, that they go out on the highways and hedges and bid unto the marriage. You know, you got a bunch of men within Israel that feel as if they could just hide behind computer screens, that feel like they could just hide behind their phones and type whatever messages out on the live streams without having repercussions or consequences. You know, but the Most High ain't gonna allow you to continue to do that. See, because the same men that's out there scoffing on men the Lord's pages, y'all gonna be left out when all hell breaks loose. Jake has no fear until it meets him at their front doors.
Hey, if you're inactive now, you don't expect to be active when the spirit starts getting passed out among the men of the Lord, and when salvation is passed out. Okay?
Because with the knowledge and with the increase of wisdom, hey, the Most High makes you make sure you apply it, man. So for example, that's why the Most High ain't dealing with you Christian churches, man. Because one, you're not sincerely and teaching the truth of the scriptures, but also because you're in that harlot house. The Most High said you have to be fervent in season and out of season. You gotta come on the highways and hedges, man. You have to do the work. You have to make sure you're in the midst of the people. Hey, it said you have to warn everybody, and then the end shall come. Right. So keep reading that, bro.
She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates.
The chief place of concourse, I believe is the marketplace or the agora, which means you gotta tell this to every nation of people. You know, not just Israelites. Every nation has to understand and know the judgments that's about to come.
In the city, she uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
In the city, she uttered her words, saying, how long will ye simple ones love simplicity? You know, because Jake don't understand, man. Jake don't understand the severity of what's about to happen. Hey, mass persecution is coming upon you. Hey, upon the men of the Lord. If you clicked on a video, hey, Esau's gonna come after you. If you're scoffing on videos, Esau's gonna come after you. If you look into anything dealing with that's not basically mass push. For example, if you're looking at Illuminati vids, if you're looking at anything
contrary.
Anything contrary to what Esau's pushing, hey, he gonna come after you. Hey, what was that? The Southern Poverty Law Center. They got all the names of the people that's basically on the list.
All the names of the groups.
All the names of the groups. So if you're not under the arms of Yahweh Shai, hey, you're dead, man.
Hey, it's like between the Southern Poverty Law Center research, Project Megiddo, Rex 84, all of these things, you're numbered to something. This when the first Patriot Act came out, it gave the ability to label American citizens as terrorists.
Domestic terrorists, yeah.
Say that again?
Domestic terrorists.
Domestic terrorists. Right here in America. So you are able to be a homegrown terrorist. But I thought Osama bin Laden knocked the tower down. How did that give license to that? Well, they didn't do it with Timothy McVeigh in 94. He was an American citizen, right? But this is all an agenda being pushed to enslave our people even further into this market-based system.
Yeah, I mean, you niggas that's calling yourselves black, you know, Black Lives Matter, you're a terrorist group. You're a terrorist organization as well. Right. Even though it was funded by George Soros, so-called Jew. You have no idea what the so-called white man is about to bring upon you. Alright? Keep on thinking you're free.
You're gonna look past said he unto his descendants, the harvest is truly, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few.
God, the scripture says the harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Which means what? That the Most High requires workers. You know, if you're cheerleading, man, the Lord don't need that. Hey, because what? Ultimately, the 144, the elect men, they have to be sealed, right? Which means that the Lord requires men to go out on the highways and hedges, be in the trenches, and do the dirty work, man. Right. Hey, the scripture says by the foolishness of preaching. Hey, because to the rest of the world, we look like we just out here, we crazy men with Bibles, and and they say costumes or something like that. But really what's working right now in the midst is that the Most High has his servants out on the highways and hedges to proclaim the downfall of his kingdom. Now we not out here doing nothing carnally. It's all through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah, the 144 is going to be tested. You're going to go through a test. Even though if you come in at the 11th hour at the end, you're still going to be tested. You're still going to be tested by believing in Yahweh Shai. You're going to be tested, man. All right? So get that out your head that you're not going to be tested to be a part of the elect.
Yeah, right? If I might say real quick, man, these jakes in Israel right now, the ones that are throwing up the white flag, you know, they don't want no trouble, they don't want that smoke from Esau. They act like as if the dragon ain't can come down on all of Israel, as if Jacob's trouble is going to bypass them, because you know they willing to make it their prerogative to distance themselves from the camp Israelites, as if, you know what I'm saying, because that's the thing right now. What these jakes are doing, because they're afraid, they're putting up that peaceful flag to Esau because they don't want no trouble. Hey, we take care of our families, we pay our taxes, we got jobs. We're pillars in the community. You know, we're just pillars in our community. We trying to be for black people, and Esau ain't hearing that, man. He doesn't care. The Lord's gonna put the spirit on his devil to come down on all you jakes, man. He doesn't care what denomination. He don't care if you're a Christian, if you're a Moor, if you're a Muslim, if you call yourself Kemet. He does not care, man.
I gotta say this, bro. Talking about Jacob's trouble, right? What about the South Americans? I mean, from what it looks like to me, there's a lot more camps in North America than in South America. But they're beginning to catch Jacob's trouble already. You think you're not gonna catch it? You think only the ones that's in the truth gonna catch it? You think the regular everyday Christians ain't catching it down there? Little children starving to death?
Jake forgot that Esau is trying to create a new world order. That means everybody, man. That don't just mean the Israelites. Esau want everybody, all Jake gone, man. He want all Jake exterminated. So whether you believe or not, whether you coming against him in the Lord, if you're ultimately not for his new world order, then you're deemed a threat. You're deemed a terrorist.
I gotta say this.
Can I get this real quick? Revelation 13 and verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. This talking about the ancient pagan Roman system, which, you know, we're living in the Roman Empire first part, all right? America's extension of the ancient Roman Empire, all right? It says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even matter what you call yourself. If you're not down for the status quo of the New World Order, you're not down with this system, or if you call yourself an Israelite and you call yourself separating from this system that Esau is constructing, you're deemed a threat. But the reason why we're more so at the forefront is because we're the main ones that's standing in the gates and calling this man out to his face. We're the main ones that hold the testimony of Yahweh Shai that actually prophesied the downfall of this man's system. That's why we're being held in the biggest regard of, you know, the turmoil in society, man. They're gonna blame us for everything, you know. Just like they persecuted the prophets. They blamed all the trouble that they were catching on the prophets, man. So so knowing that, who are the prophets then? Because the treatment that we're getting is the same treatment that the prophets got.
I want to say this. If you jump over to the 14th chapter Because what does it say? The 13th chapter says, all that would not worship the beast will be killed, right? What does the 14th chapter say? All that worship the beast and then receive his mark in their image of their foreheads or whatever hand, well, what does it say? So taste of the wrath of the indignation, you get killed anyway. Yeah. So you damned if you take it, you damned if you don't take it. This, what we're doing, is the only way that you can make it through this thing. By not taking it, but being under the hedge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's it.
That's it. Ain't no other way around.
And it also shows that they have no faith, you know?
Yep.
Because Jake, you know, Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, a lot of y'all just see this as a fad. Y'all just see it as a new thing that's going around the world. Oh yeah, we're Israelites. Because if you truly believed it, hey, you men, you would be out here, man. There's no reason why men of Israel, and it also shows that they don't hate this society. They like the way Esau is running things. Y'all want a kingdom within a kingdom, you know? Just like your Black Wall Streets, you know, your Rosewoods and things like that. Jake wants that again. Because if they didn't, they would be proclaiming the downfall of this devil as we are, man.
Jake wants reparations.
Good.
I gotta say this, because guess what? Esau, he don't want it to stay the same. He want to go back to when you didn't like it. He want to make America great again. Let's not forget all the people that voted for him was with that Make America Great Again, which was code for putting Jake back on the chain again. Okay? So just because you're wandering around limited with limited freedom, don't mean you're free. But they want to put you back in complete captive state. That's what I'm saying. Captive state, right? It's coming out later in the month. It's like 10 years after the aliens or the legislature, wherever it comes down to control. Esau's not going to allow you to linger around 10 years and then build a resistance 10 years later. He ain't going to let that go down. He going to make sure he got everything under control immediately. Because you know there was an immediate resistance. I ain't seen the movie yet, but got to be an immediate resistance. So he gonna wait till 10 years later and get overthrown. He ain't gonna try to do that. All right? And that's we know the prophecy of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and it has to go down though. That there has to be a resistance, and we're at the forefront of that. This is the forefront of that. The street teaching, the prophesying against this devil.
That's right, bro. And like what the brother said about reparations, you know, Jake that's comedians and things like that, they do skits, or you know, other Jake like Killer Mike, the rapper, he has a Netflix special. Netflix original where it's like probably 8 episodes, and he basically did an episode in where he was trying to keep the so-called black dollar within circulation with the community, and it showed that shit was impossible to do. You know, he ended up in the show he ended up sleeping on the park bench, man. You know, he couldn't eat certain foods because Jake don't got no farms. But look at the condition that the world is in. Why would you want to stay here? You know, everything is defiled. The minds of the people are defiled. Hey, yo, you can't raise up your children. You gotta go to work 24/8, man. So why do you want to stay here? You got homosexuals teaching your kids. You got pedophiles messing with your children. But Jake loved the state that this world is in, because Jake ain't serious with the reparations. Dave Chappelle did a skit on that, man.
Look at that. Kentucky Fried Chicken stock went up. Newport stock went up. A million rap labels opened up overnight.
And the money went right back to Esau hands. And what happened a week later? The shit is still the same, man.
We all
Can I get some because basically what you're saying, Jake is trying to come up with all type of solutions, and they realizing shit ain't working. Who's behind that? Who's orchestrating that? Who has it to where Jake can't prosper the way Jake wants to? The Most High. And let's get it in the prophecy. Let's get it in the curse. It's Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 29. It says, "And thou shalt grope at noondays, and the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways."
Thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. Meaning every time Jake tries to get up in this society, man, it's getting shut down, man. Because the curses are upon you. Why? Because you disobeyed the laws, the statutes and commandments of the Heavenly Father. You started worship othering gods and idols, going into the ways of the heathen. So the Most High is basically a punishment, man, for your disobedience.
It says,
you got some Jake that so-called make it, but what? They gotta do something. They gotta basically serve Satan.
Bro.
They gotta get popped in the ass. They gotta eat shit. You know, they gotta do their performances.
Ritual.
with different satanic symbols.
Yeah.
You know, they gotta basically worship Satan, man.
But even so, they still
Yeah.
take it down afterwards.
Yeah,
Exactly.
his brother said it. He said they even still get taken down afterwards anyway.
Right.
Look at Cosby. He been tap dancing a long ass time for Esau. They still took him down at the end.
God, hey, like you say, the devil always wants his money back. You know, Jake done put out platinum albums, you know, best-selling albums. Next thing you know, Jake under the curses, man. He's still under the curses. Esau shitting on him, you know, which shows that every time you try to set up in a society, it never works, man. And as the brother was saying, the Jakes that do sell out, hey, the same Jakes, the same Israelites within the music industry and acting and all those things that Jake look up to, they don't really care about y'all, man. They worried about their piece of the pie. Look at Michael Jordan.
Look at Steve Harvey.
God,
Steve Harvey just said to Mo, I'm gonna go get a little.
God.
Back in the verse 29, it says, "And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee." Let me jump down to verse
40, 44? 44 good.
verse 40.
Yeah.
It says, "Thou shalt have olive trees throughout all thy coasts, but thou shalt not anoint thyself with oil, for thine olive shall cast his fruit. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, they shall go into captivity."
The scripture's basically saying you're not gonna get no benefits out of the labor that you do on this side, man.
So like, if I may continue, because basically this is going into how even we can't enjoy our children.
Yeah.
Our children are slaves in this society. That's why you can't even teach them. They gotta teach your child for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Kind of like that kindergarten, they had transgenders reading books into the children, man.
Yeah.
They teach transgender history in at least 2 states now. But
About trying to remove slavery.
Yeah.
Negro slavery.
It's out the books.
Yeah. It says, we jump down, it says verse 43. It says, "The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low."
And that's what's happening. Like that's what happened today. There are people of way, all the other heathen really, but particularly Esau in this present time, way up above us. We got to go to him for the one of all things, okay? But we're very low. This put us on the lowest level ever. This today got you Jake's backslide trying to get out. They're trying to put you back into this. Esau's trying to put you back into this. Instead of whips, they got guns now and tasers. The modern day whip is like the taser. That's for you. Okay? Same thing. Trying to put you right back into that. You want to stay here so you can get put back into that.
And then you even got Jake complaining about how these other dark nations, they get, you know, when they come here, they get to hop in on like scholarships for so-called black people. They get to come here and get benefits, but Jake here in America don't get anything. Why is that? Because the stranger that is within you shall get over you. Okay, you got Jake, you know, crying about reparations, you know, and they mad that even other people of color that come here, they're able to get whatever they can get, all right, and benefit. But Jake here in America, you ain't got nothing. But that's, you under the curse, man. That's why. Them Khazars and gutter rats, they can get their reparations. They can get billions generated to them every year.
For a holla.
Yeah, for an event that's alleged, you know. But what's up? What happened to us? It's a known fact what happened to you tribes. But are you going to get retribution for it? Well, Esau, apparently he don't believe in it. And he's telling you right now, you niggas need to get over it. Okay? So, matter of fact, if I can, let me jump up real quick. Verse 33, it says, "The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up."
Yeah, we picked all that cotton, tobacco,
sugar cane, all that stuff.
We picked all that and got no benefit off of that. Nothing. We get the worst, and we get the worst of everything in this country. We get the very bottom of everything.
But we put the most into
We
it.
put the most work and most into it. Exactly.
Hey, most of these inventions were created by Israelites, so-called black men.
Elevator state, we said
The stoplight, the traffic light,
the motor,
to the motor, to the smartphone in your hand,
Yeah. The internet.
to the internet.
All these pagan holidays, you spend the most money on everything.
and then the pagan holiday, we put the most in. We give the little coin that we give back, we give it right back to the system.
So speaking of,
Yeah.
those reparations, we already know where that shit is going back to if y'all was to give it.
Yeah.
We already know y'all gonna give it right back. Because Jake, they have that. When you in the bottom,
You broke again.
I know, cut.
And I'm being real liberal with you.
That's like when Jake's win the lotto.
Yeah, they gonna go crazy, man. If you ain't had nothing, all you gonna be concerned with as far as get the opportunity is to get everything that you ever wanted. You ain't gonna think about it. Man. You just gonna be just consuming. What they call that conspicuous.
Go to the strip club, we rain making it rain. I just been home with one nigga rain.
Every Jake got $1 million, niggas will still kill each other.
So let me read it again. It says, "The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always."
Only oppressed and crushed always.
Just like you Jakes in the industry. You done sold your soul, but you still oppressed.
Yeah.
All right, you making all that money, but really that money, you ain't even enjoying that money. The IRS still comes and get your ass, man.
Yeah.
You know, hey, they coming after that nigga the game. All right, so supposedly he owe like what 7-point-something million to that woman because he didn't show up to court.
If they say if you make over 500,000, you got to pay damn near 37%.
So you can't even, all that money you make, you can't even enjoy it because it's gonna go right back to this devil. All he gonna do is further oppress you. He's gonna exploit you and he's gonna extort you. All right, you're gonna be subject to payments, and when you rich as a Jake, you're gonna be subject to more payments.
And the IRS has a constitution.
Exactly.
It's a private entity, which is head up by the international bankers.
Privately owned.
Bankers down and fucking live in the U.S. Niggas should be outraged about that.
Matthew 16, 26 right here.
Matthew 16:26. What is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
What should a man profit if he shall sell his soul and gain the world? Hey, cause you ultimately, Jake, that dude, look at Kanye. Them niggas end up bugged out, you know? They end up sacrificing family members, you know? And look at, they're not happy. That shows you that money doesn't buy you happiness, man. That piece of the pie you thought you was getting by getting out the hood, so to speak. Hey, you in a worse condition. Cause now the Most High gonna kill you too. You know? Hey, the scriptures talk about
They stuck. They get stuck. You stuck in that industry. Once you sell your soul, you're stuck. There's no way out. Except you be sacrificed. You got to become the sacrifice.
Yeah.
That's why the scriptures tell you is easier for a camel through an eye than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom, man. Because that rich man got to forsake all those riches that he got. And then one, they already sold out, so really, they have no hope. Like, there's no way that nigga Kanye about to. There's no way, man. He's through. Look at all the things that he's done, man. He said slavery was a choice. All these different things that show you a nigga mind is gone.
You can look at his music and see where it's changed from being humble to being just a demonic nigga, man.
Yeah. And even like you could look at other people in this. That nigga P Diddy is a demon. He's a straight demon. Yeah. Because he runs it. The Rothschilds, the Bilderbergers, they run everything, man. The elites, they rule everything in the society. So in order to get a piece of crumb off the ground from their table, you gotta do the most wicked, vile, demeaning thing, and you gotta sell your spirit to these devils, man. But you tell it. But look at the outlets they only give Jake. You can only get out if you rap, if you play basketball. All Jake within the society that's deemed as something to the regular Israelite, they don't understand the consequences that it took for them to get that, man.
Haggai,
Oh, yeah.
the one in, I'm going to start at 5, it says, now therefore thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. You know, what you do, what you do to get to where you at. Right? It says, ye have sown much and bring in little.
Yep.
Ye eat, but ye have not enough.
God, no fulfillment, you know? This is where the true fulfillment begins, man. Hey, the scriptures say in the truth, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall be free, man. This is where it's at right here, man.
And millions don't make it.
Hey, God, look at the situations. King Solomon wanted wisdom, and the Most High gave him everything because he asked for wisdom first. You know, you niggas just ask for money, and you don't know what to do with it because you got demons on you. So then you end up doing all manner of wickedness, and you end up getting killed. You know, why is it that niggas that's in the rap industry making millions still being killed like niggas that don't got nothing?
What is Ecclesiastes? He says, why should you seek to be rich? Labor your life to be rich. When you can leave that, you don't know when you're gonna die because you leave that to somebody else.
Hey, store up not your treasures up on earth, where moth and rust does corrupt.
Yep.
You know, put your treasures up in heaven, man.
Hey, the bank of Yahweh Shai, by Shimi Shai, is the one bank that ain't gonna ever close or crash on you. If you continue to put your spiritual money in that bank account, it's always gonna be good. It's only gonna grow dividends exponentially in that bank.
I got something.
Money's getting ready to come down anyway.
No, let me finish reading real quick. It says, ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to be put into a bag with holes.
Yeah.
Thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways.
God,
How many entertainers that they done made a decent amount of money? They probably made tens of thousands, even maybe up to 100. So like not tens of thousands, it's tens of millions.
Yeah.
All right. You used to be on MTV Cribs back in the day and all that. How many of them now are just regular class Jakes? You know, working
regular jobs.
Yeah, working warehouse jobs or car dealership. You know? That happens to a lot of Jakes. At one point in time, you thought they was like, man, this
Could be touched.
yeah, man.
A lot of those checks that go back to regular checks again because they're trying to do the right thing by society and pay their taxes and do all of that type of stuff. But when they gave all that money away, they didn't have any money to continue living that highly lifestyle. Or they didn't have that talent that snatched away from out their spirit, but they couldn't push that out no more. To earn that money that everybody was paying them for. Okay, so hey man, when you tap into that demonic realm, the devil wants that back, man. And the Most High is not gonna forever let you prosper off of that against him.
hey, God.
If I might say, Esau is the biggest nigard, man.
Yeah.
He's a nigard with his riches. He really don't want to share. He want to give you the least for the most. That's how Esau, especially the so-called Jew.
Yeah, he want to distribute out to his own people. You got poor ass Edomites standing on the fucking corner, sleeping.
Yeah.
Well,
It's supposed to be their
You want
inheritance.
to get him a job.
it's supposed to be their king.
He gets too. Something like butter.
So I gotta go back.
Yeah, man. Let me get this. This is Proverbs 23. I'm going to start at verse 4. It says, labor not to be rich. Cease from thine own wisdom. That's Jake. Their whole motto is, hey, man, just, I'm going to die. I'm going to die getting rich. Get rich or die trying. Right?
That's Proverbs? That's Proverbs?
Proverbs.
Yeah, that's a good verse.
Labor not to be rich. Meaning don't worry yourself to get rich, man.
Hey, don't the scripture.
Jay gonna try to work 3-4 jobs. And they're gonna try to do anything necessary, even if it kills themselves, to get that bag, man. You know, what was that First Timothy, the 6th chapter? You know, you ain't supposed to put your trust in uncertain riches. Man.
Yep,
All right.
The
This
love
verse,
of money is the root of all evil.
Oh, you are evil.
exactly. Verse 5, it says, wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings, and they fly away as an eagle toward heaven.
God.
Yeah, Proverbs 23 and 5, it says, wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not?
And you take some sickness, miracle many a time.
Hey, MC Hammer and DMX. Shoot Knight.
Antonio Walker.
Right? Those dudes were worth hundreds of millions at one point. Kevin Garnett came.
Mike Tyson.
AI.
Yeah.
It says for riches certainly make themselves wings, they fly away as an eagle toward heaven. You know? Because the Messiah is ultimately in control with who suffers poverty and who's brought up to be rich. Okay? It's not good for us to be falling out of control right now, man.
Because think about it, if you work, hey, your mind ain't gonna be with the Most High.
Yep.
You're gonna be thinking about where to spend the next check. You know?
That's why
it's that simple, man.
That's why the Lord is not gonna allow this devil to ease your tribulation when it curses with some goddamn reparations, man. Y'all crying out to this devil in pain. Okay?
What then you know what I say? Seek the kingdom first. And everything else will be added unto you.
Hey,
Which are the
14.
riches.
That's it.
Ecclesiastes.
So what we're doing, we're seeking the kingdom of Heavenly Father, man. Right? And Lord will, He's going to bless us with the riches. You know?
Yeah, I'm not going to find that one. This is a proverb, Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 9. It says, moreover, the profit of the earth is for all. The king himself is served by the field. He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor he that loveth abundance with increase. This is also vanity. When goods increase, they are increased that eat them. And the more, it's telling you, the more, like Biggie kind of said it, the more money, more problem. The more money you have, the more need that money has to be distributed out. So this is what it's pretty much going into.
And if I might say, really, the more prosperous you try to be in society, the more cursed you become. Because the Most High, ultimately, we're not going to be rich until we get in the kingdom.
But that wisdom,
The only happiness you're going to get in riches is the knowledge of this truth. These are the real riches. And we're man, we're wealthy as hell, and it's a pleasure, man. There's no greater feeling than knowing this truth, man.
having that name. And knowing that name is the name because he responds back. We're not going to particularly tell you how he responds, but he responds back. I've seen the power of the name of Yahweh. It says, verse 11, when goods increase, they are increased that eat them. When what good is there to the owner thereof, saving the behold of them with their eyes? What good is it but to say you got it, to be able to look upon it, right? Let me jump down. Verse 13, there is a sore evil which I have seen under the sun, namely riches kept for the owner thereof to their hurt. But those riches perish by evil travail, and he begetteth the son, and there is none in his hand. As he came forth of his mother's womb.
Don't I go back to the curse?
Yep.
Curse shall you come in, curse shall you leave.
Because even
You're not born to an inheritance.
Exactly.
Or even if you do accumulate an inheritance, you lose it. So you ain't got nothing to pass down to your children.
kind of like the brother was saying, like look at your grandparents and your great grandparents and things like that. All those different things, whether they be gold or money and land or things like that, kind of jewelry and stuff that they try to pass down into their daughters. Hey, look at what happened in the Jake family. Jake's families get separated from grandparents and aunties dying and stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Kill each other.
they get into physical fights. The brothers say they damn near want to kill each other.
The crackhead uncle robbed everybody that was fighting over the jewelry or whatever. He went and sold it to the pawn shop and smoked it off.
More hate arises off of that, man. You know? Zion, can you read that real quick, bro?
Luke chapter 6, verse 24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received the consolation.
The scriptures say destruction, which is woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. That's like your reward on this side, man. This is all you getting. Because ultimately you gonna have to take that missing or whatever way of death that the Most High have ordained for you on this side. You know? That's why your mind ain't supposed to, hey, as the rapper say, I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Well, that's so you're not tending to the things of the spirit. Because you're only worried about the carnal way. Hey, this life is not a life, man. This life is not a life. Say Jake got 20 million. Look at a nigga like Jay-Z. Jay-Z ain't happy. You know, look at all the things for Satan that Jay-Z has to do, man. He is completely sold out. And then he still got family members that's struggling. Jay-Z's still under the curse.
He a millionaire, and he can be on with the baddest chick in the game. He still got marital issues.
Yeah,
Like
still
everybody
going through
else.
stuff.
He's still getting beat up by women and shit, you know?
God,
He
bro.
can't do a damn thing.
Yeah, God. No power.
That nigga 50, his own son hated
Hate
him.
him.
What kind of curse is that? Your oldest born? Hates you?
Your oldest born son, he resents you, man. He taking pictures with men with the enemy, man.
Yeah.
And his son took a picture with Supreme Son. The
Wow.
nigga that got him lit up 9 times, man. Yeah, man. You know? That's a curse. He's 50, that's why he a bitter ass nigga. All that money he got, that nigga is bitter. That's why he troll people all day on social media, man.
Trying to make people feel as bad as he feeling.
That's a miserable nigga, man, but he got a lot of money. But he ain't got shit compared to his handlers, man. The ones that's giving him the checks.
Hey, kind.
That's giving him those deals. Okay? They chilling. Esau's chilling, man. You niggas, y'all get a little something, you can't enjoy that, man. That's why that's why the brother brought the scripture out to what gain is it if you gain the whole world and lose your soul, man. You know? And Yahweh Shai, he went on when he was on the mountain, he was going back and forth with the devil, and the devil was trying to get Yahweh Shai to sell out. He was trying to offer him the kingdoms, man. Even this current kingdom, man. I'll give this to you if you bow down to me. You Jakes.
Niggas take that deal, bro.
Jake's like, hey, I'll take you.
They don't even get the kingdom. They don't even get the kingdom. You get like a few cars, a tour, your music heard, like dumb shit, like low
15 minutes of fame.
They sell it out for 15 minutes of fame. Water, bro. Crazy. Everybody got it. So I can let everybody else go.
This is 1 Timothy, chapter 6, 17. Charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living power.
Con, you said trust in uncertain riches. Jake get that bag and feel like he untouchable, you know? Hey, how many niggas do we hear, oh yeah, before America get destroyed, see, if you had your mind on your money, you'll be able to get up out of here. Nigga, you don't know. You ain't gonna know the time.
Where you
the
gonna-
Lord have it to where you think about it and then it just leave you.
Where you going? You said get up out of here. Where they gonna go?
Yeah, where you gonna go? You can't run from judgment.
So the Rothschilds gonna allow you to get into their bunker? The Rothschilds, yeah, how much money you got? All right, come with us.
Yeah.
You can escape the missiles with us. Jake out they fucking mind, man.
So we're gonna make you sit at the round table with us as our equal.
Right. What that movie with Matt Damon, Elysium?
Yeah.
What nigga was able to go up there, man?
Right.
There ain't no niggas up there.
And it's not the niggas that was trying to get up there.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
You niggas ain't woke. Jay-Z and Lil, all you niggas, man.
They ain't smart and they
Even like you niggas that hit the with the Forbes list.
Yeah.
You know, all you
500,
Floyd be on that list.
Floyd be on there, Diddy is on there. All y'all niggas are gonna be destroyed.
Hey, cause they're just higher paid slaves, man.
That's it.
Really,
That's all they are.
they just have more. They actually have to do more for Esau than the average Jake. You know, because if they don't do what they're supposed to do, their riches get snatched away. Let Floyd not want to fight another fight, and he's telling to that nigga, you gonna find that nigga in jail or something, or you gonna find out his bodyguards beat his ass. It's a number of things that can happen to him. They're required to do more because they're getting paid more.
and Esau's so cold-blooded, he forced you other Jakes that are rich to turn out the up-and-coming star of Jakes.
Yeah, cut.
Modern day house.
That's all it is. That's it. Jake's like Chris Brown that been in the limelight for umpteen number of years or whatever. That nigga got a keep pushing the you can't stop. They have certain quotas that they have to meet because the elites require so much of them for the fame and the terms that they're getting, man.
That's why they signed that 360 deal.
Fine, bro.
Yeah.
Fine.
Which is really a slave deal.
Yeah. Anything you
60 slave. They get the highest cut on everything that you receive. You know, and a lot of Jake, they don't even know that you can make a lot of money from owning your own publishing and your masters. You know, you're supposed to get royalties on the big. Jake don't own that damn thing. They just sign blindly because they see the big ass chunk of money up front.
Yeah.
They don't read the contract. They don't know. They're not business oriented. Jake not bright, and they sign that deal because they so desperate to make that money and get fame and get women. Now you're getting raped up the ass, man.
Yeah, that's how Esau gets you with his freeze, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Put everything under the law, man.
Yep.
You know. Let me get this Psalm 62 and 10. It says, "Trust not in oppression.
Okay.
Become not vain in become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them." So even if you do make money in society, man, don't let that money get you, man. Because it'll turn you away from the Most High. And that pride will start seeping in. That's when you start to turn away from your nature. And now the Lord's gonna start throwing all types of calamities at you. You know? That's why bad things happen to you.
Right. It says pride goes before destruction.
And a haughty look.
A haughty fall before it's like before
Haughty,
fall.
yeah.
And you Jakes, like you keep using entertainers for example, you're more prone to lawsuits than anybody else. You know? Matter of fact, you entertainers that make all that money, you're the main ones that are targeted with lawsuits. Okay? All the different endorsement deals, you know? Like if you on your album, if you clear a record but you didn't get any clearance on it, you liable to get sued.
Or like a
big ass
like a sample. Yeah.
That's like Games situation. This nigga got to give up 7-point-something million, man, and because he's refusing to pay all that off, they have they call it a line where they can come in and basically seize property.
A lien? They put a lien on all his assets.
Yes, they can basically confiscate your assets to fill in for what you want.
Yeah.
That happened to Esau, man. The bitch come out of nowhere and say he raped me. That's swept under the rug.
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein. You might get off. Get the chill in the country club. Charlie Sheen.
You don't hear nothing about it anymore.
Charlie Sheen had more TV shows out there.
That's why the scripture said in the curse, thou shalt be oppressed forevermore.
That was like a shit on the strip over there. What's your name?
Steve Wynn?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I got that proper. It's like Proverbs 30 in here.
And if I might say this before you read that, we're not telling you that it's a sin to be rich. But you're gonna have sometimes you could be blessed. If the Lord wants you to be rich, hey, the Lord will grant that to you. But He'll give it to you to see if what you're gonna do with that. To test you out, to try your spirit out, man. Are you gonna become a Midgard, a demon with it? Or are you gonna help the ministry? Are you gonna help your people? Because the men that were in the New Testament, there were men that actually had money, but they actually contributed.
You know the guy who gave his tomb to Yahushua?
Joseph of
Arimathea.
You know? So you actually had rich men that were blessed, and they were secret disciples of the Lord. Where are you rich niggas? That's you entertainers that know that you Israelites, Why y'all ain't donate money to the brothers that's been out here teaching you that you are an Israelite? Because you wouldn't know that you was an Israelite if it wasn't for what we out here doing. Starting with the elder apostles, the men that came from, the One West school. We out there on the front line, man.
Whoever, it ain't gotta be One West or Red Millstone. Whoever taught you that, you still should have been giving them money. Now, but he said, but know to whom now do is good.
Right.
Better consider who you giving this money to, what they're gonna do with it. They got no problem giving polite their money for teaching them that they Pan-African,
right? Whatever. And he robbing you niggas.
Yeah.
All the information that he's giving you, it ain't even beneficial to you.
No future is gonna happen.
You just losing money. He's using fancy $1 million words and it's got you swept. And like the scripture even say that how you're gonna have false teachers. They're gonna make they're gonna waste vain words, make merchandise of it. Those scammers, them black unconscious scammers, that's exactly what they're skilled at.
Don't forget about the pocket. That's in Israel.
Yeah.
Read that Bible shot right there, bro.
This is Proverbs 29:7. The righteous consider it the cost of the poor, but the wicked regard it not to know it.
There you go. If you give a righteous man money, you're gonna consider how it should be distributed for the better good of everybody. Versus the wicked, he ain't gonna consider nothing. He's gonna just keep holding it up to himself.
That's Jake for you. When Jake do make it, they make sure they look out for themselves.
Yeah. They forget all them promises they made when they didn't have it.
Exactly. Yeah, man. That's how Jake is. They so self-absorbed. They're very selfish. They have that whole mentality of, well, hey, if you don't come up like me, you don't get it. And hey, that's on you. They'll try to make sure that other Jakes don't eat. Like in the hip hop world, Jake was known for trying to sabotage other rap careers so that they don't make it.
That was my lane.
They'll try to make sure you don't make no money. And Jake is the only one that do that. I'll cut your whole distribution deal down. Or I'll cut your endorsement deal down. I'll get this shut down. Yeah. They'll try to, Jake, they'll use the little power that they have and blackmail you. Blackball you.
What was that?
Jay-Z is known for doing that. He blackballs people.
What was that? It was a joke that Joe Torre told about Michael Jackson. Fuck Michael, get your whole shit cut off. Like, yeah, cut off Hammer shit. Yeah, and Jermaine too. They just cut whatever. It was just a funny ass joke, but it was real. You could really go and cut their whole source of income off. Because the radio in particular, them spins get you liking that song, then you start buying the money. They got the whole music industry system set up like that.
Yeah.
Publicists got all your image put out there for people to gravitate to.
They pay the radio stations to play those specific songs.
Get certain amounts of spins. Yeah, right?
Who read? Pablo?
This is Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 8. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches.
And the scriptures say, give me neither poverty nor riches. Hey, then was it Paul that said, I know both are to be abased and abound?
Yeah.
And I believe it's the Lord's prayer. He say, give me this day our daily bread, just enough sufficient so that we can continue, man. Because when your mind not on it, or when your mind is over or money too much, hey, you start to lose your way. You start losing your and you start going into the ways of the wicked. Now you're looking into other ways on how to get more of an increase into Esau's world and backing out the spiritual one with Heavenly Father.
What Bishop Conniving? Conniving. This dude, he was determined. He had it mapped out, man.
He had a racket going.
Man. He was doing a calculation. He had the numbers right. He just knew that we gonna kill the game. We gonna explore 1/3 of Israel. We're gonna kill the game with it, man. We gonna set up these businesses and You know, we're gonna use the pocket to start that business. We're gonna extort all the money out of him.
Nate didn't know about that,
Bro, it's no way.
They
he
always
did.
in on
Didn't.
that.
Like,
But you always have a
say, hey,
game
where's
plan.
the money coming from?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
read that again.
This is Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 8. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches.
Gone.
Feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be full and deny thee.
Con, you get too much. Next thing you know, you're not in the scriptures no more. You don't believe in the scriptures no more. Oh, I got the increase on this side. What do I need the Lord for? You know, he didn't already help me get this. Hey, look at every time celebrities go up and receive their awards in award shows. Oh, I want to give thanks unto God. They not talking about Yahweh Shai, man. They talking about Satan.
Baphomet.
Con, that's exactly. They talking about that God of the industry, that demon, man. Because hey, if you really knew, you understand how the Lord works.
And say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor, steal, and take the name of my power in vain.
Con is showing the opposite side of it, the poor side of it. You not having enough. Next thing you know, you still being a nigga and cursing out the Lord, man.
When it said that Malachi said, but the Lord loved me, he said, wherein hast thou loved us? Well, he loved you because he chastised you.
And the Lord love you, just
Get this real quick. 1 Timothy 6 and I'll start at verse 5. It says, first disputings of men of corrupt minds and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness, from such withdraw thyself. But godliness with contentment is great gain. Verse 8, and having food and raiment, let us be therewith content.
Be content with what you get. Hey, like I used to get told this as a kid. Hey, the people that don't have no food, that made me begin to finish my plate. I used to not finish my plate. That made me begin to finish my plate every day.
That's right.
Like I try not to make a plate that I can't finish. You know, that keeps you humble. Understand that one day, and then as a grown man, I've had many times where I didn't have a meal, and there wasn't no option to eat. You know, so it's supposed to humble you to remind you, hey, be humble about when you get
Con,
started.
and it's all for a lesson, man.
Yeah.
Hey, the Lord, hey, understanding it and being in the truth, you gotta understand that the Lord is working with you, man. So he ain't gonna give you what you want all the time. Hey, as the brother said, being content, he ain't just gonna have you starving. He know you need stuff.
Yeah.
You know, he know you need your basic necessities.
The Lord knows you have need of these things. That's what the Gentiles see. We're talking about Matthew 16.
Yeah, he knows what you need, man. He know we need food. He know we need shelter and things like that. Kind of clothing. But don't be asking for no carnal mess, man. Don't just be asking for God, I just need a woman right now. Focus on the things in which you need to be doing, and the Lord will give you what you need, man. He'll throw you bones every now and then when he feels as if it's right. Hey, but just know that, hey, continue to do what you're doing. Continue to preach, continue to fast, continue to pray. But don't be trying to get these riches like the rest of these niggas, because riches gonna corrupt you.
Proverbs 28 and 22. He that hasteth to be rich have an evil eye, and considereth not that poverty shall come upon him. I'll read it again. It's Proverbs 28 and 22. He that hasteth to be rich have an evil eye, and considereth not that poverty shall come upon him.
God, it says he that hastens to be rich. Damn, because look, think about it. Jake got all these get rich quick schemes, man. You know, especially when you look at Jake in the hood. Okay, let's go hit this lick. It's a nigga over there that got this. We want this from him. And what happens? Hey, you can end up getting killed. You end up putting all your eggs into one basket of plan, trying to make a company or a record label. Next thing you know, you worse off than when you started. Because this is easy money, this quick money.
The feds come and raid your shit and shut your whole thing down. But what happened to Cuffy? They got him. You know? They shut down his little thing out there in New York. Was that last year? Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of those different record executive companies, the black-owned ones are the only ones that get raided. Since when did they raid Sony? When has Sony ever been raided? You know, Interscope. But Death Row been raided. You know?
What was Ja Rule and them?
Murder Inc. got raided.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, the love of money is the root of all evil, man. He was already on it. Hey, the brother's on it, man. Hey, the brother's on it, man. Hey, matter of fact, you can go ahead.
This is 1 Timothy, chapter 6, verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil.
For the love of money is the root of all evil. Meaning what? Hey, you love the way you love that paper? You all about the Benjamins? Well, you see where it's gonna get you. It can get you death. It can get your family killed. You know, you get a bunch of problems rooting from that money, man. Because you're willing to do any and everything for it, which means hey, you can potentially die from it, man.
Get yourself killed.
God, get yourself killed.
Let's start up at chapter 6, verse 6. This is 1 Timothy, chapter 6, verse 6. But godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world. It is certain that we can carry nothing out.
With godliness and contentment is great gain. And we always bring up King Solomon because it's true. King Solomon was a humble man, man. And what did he desire? Wisdom. And with wisdom, as the scripture says in Wisdom of Solomon, hey, for wisdom is the mother of all. Meaning what? Hey, with wisdom he got the riches because the Most High put the understanding into him how to get it, man.
He said if you desire thrones and scepters to rule, wisdom, you may live thereby or something like that. I forgot how to reign thereby. I forgot the word exactly, but that wisdom, if you want to be on that high level of rulership and a powerful position, wisdom is the way to go after.
And didn't they tell you when he was ruling that all of the world was not lacking? So that means that everybody was actually well off under King Solomon.
When Queen of Sheba showed up, she was like, "Oh shit!" Like y'all, dang, everybody got it.
The doorkeeper.
Yeah, everybody was living it up.
She thought the doorkeeper was Solomon.
She said, "Man, I heard of everything how y'all live." Dang.
Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Hey, that goes with what the brother read in it was Proverbs. Just later down in that chapter, actually. Was it the seventh verse? Read the 7th verse again.
The righteous considers the poor.
Yep.
The cause of the poor.
Yep.
The wicked regards not to know.
Now go back up to
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
And that's beautiful because look at how Esau runs the world. He makes sure 90-some% of the world's wealth, 99% of the world's wealth, he's going to keep it for himself and ensure with the rest of the planet, the 1%. And now everybody is all miserable, everybody's fighting, in wars, battles with each other, trying to destroy each other for the little resources that's available. Esau is the devil, man.
The world had enough, I just read it in the world had enough abundance for everybody on the planet. As long as there wasn't greedy people running around looking for increase.
But he's so greedy that he's even absorbing that. You know, he just put a straw in the earth and just sucking it out. And now all of a sudden the resources are becoming too scarce. So we gotta reduce the earth's population to distribute it.
Right.
So he wants to kill off billions of people because he basically took everything else.
It's like,
you know?
It's like 90%. Yeah. It's like 90% of the planet when you do that. I mean, I haven't done that. Just thinking off the top of my head.
That's when you read in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. He has that evil covetousness.
In the movie, the first movie of Total Recall, that's what that was about on Mars.
Yeah.
He said there's enough air for everybody. Cohagen, which is Edomite, but Cohagen wants to keep it for himself. He's going to starve out and punish the people by just throwing a little bit of air here and there. He said, but if we turn the generator on, it'll melt the ice cap, it'll generate air on Mars for everybody. That's how to get it moving away. Hopefully y'all see it.
But if you notice though, right, it's going back to Cain got cursed after he killed Abel. The Lord said that the earth will not yield its increase. So basically, the reason why the resources are limited is because of the rulership of Esau. Esau does not know how to manage and control and rule the planet Earth. That's why everybody is fighting over the resources, and the resources are all at its lowest quality. It's all tainted, it's defiled, it's not at its greatest capacity. That's why when you go into the markets, all the food is defiled. Your watermelons are the size of grapefruits.
Yeah.
Your little bell peppers are little. The grapes ain't got no seeds in it. Yeah, man. I think it's just low level, man. No quality.
Hey, green grapes, something I heard. Green grapes are like leprous grapes. Green grapes, have anybody had a green grape with a seed in it? It's leprous, man, because of that seed that seed is awesome.
Yeah, we're the problem. We're the problem. Right. Yeah, we're the problem.
The real grapes should be dark purple.
Yeah, damn near black.
Yeah, damn near black.
Like on the Welch's box.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still got it six times, bro. Yeah, you got more.
Listen. It's 1 Timothy chapter 6.
Someone finna get hit out here.
I'm going to start off with something. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
Hey, that money that got you in a position to where you can be tempted even more. That's when you poor, or when you just have enough, you can't play with that. My money going on my roof, it's going on my food, it's going on my clothes, and I gotta get to work, and that's it. But when you have an abundance of money, now guess what? Now you out at, I can gamble a little bit, I can go splurge a little bit. Now you got people surrounding you, people looking to rob, just all types of scenarios can open up having an abundance of money.
You're at ease, so to speak, yeah.
Like it was one Edomite, he owned some big company. Now, I guess he had sex with a woman or was married to her, and she took like some billions.
Oh, the Amazon guy.
Yeah. She was taking billions of his money, man.
And what about that guy that bought the can of beer? I came with a woman here in Vegas, man. She just took 20 racks from me, man. Jay, he was like, he was crying. And they're crying because one of the swindles, she got him drunk. They went out on the town the night before, on Saturday night, got him drunk. And then he wandered by the couch the next day. When he was asleep, she took all his money. She was asleep, she took all his money. 20 racks. $120,000 worth of cash anyway on him. Stupid.
Hey, read that verse again real quick.
Verse 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare.
And a what?
A snare.
Oh, it's Ecclesiastes 7.
I got it.
Ecclesiastes 7 and 26.
Yeah.
This is one of those things.
Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Hey, that's a temptation. Pretty girl show up on you.
Temptation. Hey, because you know when you got money, you got material wealth possession, you know women is going to come automatically. That's all women run to.
Hey, that's the angle that pimps use.
Hey, God, that's why a lot of Jakes get killed too. You know, because of that woman. Hey, it could be
She's trying to kill you to get that.
Trying to kill you to get that money, or have a nigga kill you to get the money.
And many of the first 48 ended with a nigga being set up by a woman, man. By another nigga to rob and kill.
Yep.
It says, whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
If you coveted after money, you know, and you just a wicked nigga with a bunch of money, the Lord, he'll send a dragon to absorb you.
Wow. That's right. Suck you, bitch, to suck
She'll suck you dry, man.
And not the way you want it.
Exactly. Yeah, straight up, man. That's it. Hey, I don't feel shit for a lot of these men when they go through that. You know, first and foremost, Esau, he goes through that, but hey, you the one that created those laws. Yeah. So you set your own snare when you created the alimony law, the spouses support, child support. The scriptures, if you would have governed the world by the scriptures, you wouldn't be dealing with that.
But she had control to use that, use the scriptures by, but he didn't want to use it. He had to be contrary to the scripture.
That's it. So hey, that woman becomes a snare to a lot of you niggas, a lot of you rich entertainers. You know? Who was that? Was it somebody? Was that Jesse? The one dude, he was advocating for women. He was kind of like on some feminist shit. Jesse. He's light skinned.
No. I know you talking about. I see his face, but I can't think of his fucking name.
The one that did Black Lives Matter. His name?
Hey, well, read up on his situation. All that advocating for these women. His wife robbed his ass, man. Through the courts. She used the court to rob Michelle.
That is really robbery, too. It's really robbery.
Yeah. It is. The Most High set it up for that to happen.
Yep.
Hey, just Eddie Murphy talked about it, man.
Yep.
Hey, it is, what was that? Where he had the red leather suit. Yeah, he said he brought the woman from the country, tribe.
I won half.
She said,
you know what you can do, girl? You can get half.
Jesse Williams.
I had you in the mood. I got you from Africa with a bone in your nose. Now you want half? Say Ed McMahon.
$100,000 a month in child support.
That's Kevin Garnett wife trying to get right now. He's trying to get $200,000.
That's extortion.
You saw wicked ass bitches. As far as she's concerned, it's not.
Man, well, it's you dumb niggas fault to get married, bitches.
No, they ain't got no remorse. They out of order though. You know what I mean?
Trust me, he saw it when I followed right down in Ecclesiastes the 7th chapter. What did he say right there? Of 1,000 men, I found one that was righteous, but of a woman I have not found out of 1,000. And one.
And they think that they found the most virtuous woman.
I heard another brother say, out of all the 12, now one of them was women. Right? Where were they at?
That's why I don't feel for you niggas, man. You get taken by these women, hey, the Most High did that to you. Who was that, Sirach, I think it's like Sirach 25, or like 22, 23. So you're more prone, when you're rich in this world, you're more prone to wicked women. The Lord has sent them with the right team.
Women can smell money.
Devil in a red dress come
What
walking
you just
right,
say
right
earlier
to you.
about us all being tried?
Yeah.
There you go.
Women can smell money and can smell smell of food.
It's like 25.
The woman to maintain her husband for the baby.
What does it say in 23?
23 is they have the courage to make it work. This chapter, brother said
13 is a good one. I think it's in Sirach 26.
Yeah.
Sirach 26 or like 20.
26 is the one.
yeah, let's grab 26. It's 23.
Yeah.
I got it. Sirach 26 and 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
We can just jump around both these chapters and just show you how simple you men are. Matter of fact, somebody grab 1 Esdras the 4th chapter. Go ahead, bro.
But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
Yep, hey, but a godly woman, it may not be that old princess dolled up woman that society, an Instagram model, that society built up in your mind, but that might be a woman that can take care of children, that can have children first off, that can keep a clean house, that can cook for you, that don't mind rubbing toes and all that other stuff.
But still, you don't get married. You do not go to
The moment you give them, because you get married, you give them,
Give them no
you
fucking
sign that
rights, bro.
certificate, you sign that certificate, and what happens? You give them all the power.
Exactly.
You just handed your balls over. They can squeeze them, they can throw them away, they can do whatever.
So right 9 and 2. So Ecclesiastes 9 and 2.
I got a friend, his mama, basically, it's a set number of years in which you're supposed to be married before you could take a man's, like some of his pension or his check, right?
Yeah.
So they stopped dealing with each other for a set number of years. But yes,
Right on time.
he never signed the divorce papers before that time.
Oh, yeah.
So the original, they was only really married for like 7-something years. But it turns out the paper said like 15.
Yeah.
So she got him, bro, and she's still getting him. And I'm like, damn.
You know, you separated, and then she'll file for it. Hey,
Yes.
I know somebody that.
Yeah, I got your
that
boy
wife
over there
really
worried.
said,
I done got married before I came to the truth.
Hey, luckily, Lord willing, you got
But she ain't
yeah, Lord willing,
Lord,
Lord willing.
I done seen it. You know, I
Or
done
whether
seen
she
it.
with you,
Right.
or will she
Hey,
with you?
don't get me wrong. There's some women that's doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Right now, Lord, you know. So, the Lord willing, that's for you as well. That was me. It's like Sirach 9 and 2. Give not thy soul unto a woman, and to set her foot upon thy soul. It says, be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself. Don't give her the keys to how to destroy you.
Don't tell your woman
Don't
everything.
give her the
Tell
ammunition.
her everything.
Don't give her the ammunition.
The apostles have always told us, man, always keep an air of mystery about yourself. No matter how long you've known her, she don't need to know everything. You know, give her what she needs to know, and what she needs to keep to keep what she has to get done.
No, to back off what the brother said. Okay, because women are entreated by a man that they know nothing about, you know?
Yeah.
So when you're kind of intrigued, they're intrigued when they can't figure you out. It's like, dang, like I need to be more violent because I just want to know more. So when they don't, it's like they feed off of that little energy, man.
And when they figure you out, relationship up right away. You gotta know.
Micah 75. Trust ye
I call it the pillow talk.
Trust ye not in a friend, put not confidence in a God. Keep the doors of thy mouth. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom.
Don't let her know everything you're doing, man. Because ultimately she gonna use it against you. And she gonna tell her friends about it. Her friends gonna tell her friends. Next thing you know, all your business is everywhere. Because women really can't keep their mouth closed. Look, social media, that's why social media and all these different outlets was made for them. You know, all the drama, a woman goes through so much drama because she can't shut up.
All these shows they got on TV now, talking on the damn shows. Women sitting there gossiping.
You got housewives and everything, basketball wives and this, and then they don't even be wives.
The View.
Right. Hey, it's the thoughts. They're known for coming on social media and basically blasting what rapper or what athlete slept with this chick or that chick.
Remember that one chick, Demon Cat Stacks?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Wendy Williams.
We found out that
Always talking about somebody
Drake
else.
slept with a porn star and got her pregnant. So now this nigga Pusha T making diss songs about your ass. You know?
Wicked ass women.
All because of a woman, man. You know? They talk, man.
Women are deadly, bro.
Hell yeah.
Go back to that Sirach now.
I go real quick. This is Matthew 6 and 3. It says, well, this is dealing with alms, but you could take this, take what Yahushua is saying. Matthew 6 and 3, it says, but when thou doest thy alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right doeth. So it's like you do stuff in secret.
Would you tell your enemy what you about to do?
Exactly. You do everything in secret.
Give my enemy my secret plans. I'm going to keep reading down from Sirach 9, Sirach 9 to 2. Give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance. Meet not with an harlot, lest thou fall into her snares. That word snare means gaze not on a maid, no, sorry, verse 4. Use not much the company of a woman that is a singer, lest thou be taken with her attempts. And I wonder what that word singer, the original intent of that word was.
What verse is it?
Singer.
What?
No, it was in a Sirach.
Oh, it's right.
With a singer, women that have the ability to sing, they seduce the hell out of you.
I think it's something like siren. The siren with the song.
It's in the box.
Basically play the spirit in it and like mess you up, man.
Hey,
That was Erica Badu.
Yeah, no,
That's one of the biggest witches in entertainment.
what was that video? He said, you put this certain oil on.
How to trap a man.
Check that out.
How
Says
like
the
how to
scriptures, it says, thou shalt not suffer or wish to live.
yeah.
Exactly. Hey, and these women are practicing witches.
Oh, yeah, now, yeah.
Unto them and not unto Yahweh.
Yeah.
That's why when we go into the 7th chapter of 1 Corinthians, it tells you, he that have a wife, be as though you have none.
Yeah.
Meaning don't attend to her so tightly to where you're at her beck and call, but you're at the beck and call of Yahweh by Shekinah.
That's right.
And everything, right, and everything else will fall in line after that.
The video was called "How to Erica Badu a Man."
Yep.
Hey, her arts is snares and nets. Her hands is as bad, man. She looking to trap you up, man. You know, let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Right? Get got by one of these women, hey, most I hate your ass, man.
That's all that is.
I can't keep reading this.
That's all that is.
Verse 5, gaze not on a maid, that thou fall not by those things that are precious in her. It says, give not thy soul unto harlots, that thou lose not thine inheritance. And many of men are falling out of the truth. Are falling out of the midst. You know what I'm saying?
Remember when we did a lesson like years ago? It was an article going into how I think she might have been an escort or a porn star, Lisa Ann. And she basically was saying that 25% of the athletes in the NBA are all being extorted by Instagram models.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All of them niggas are getting extorted by Instagram models. A lot of those dudes that are like married, they don't want, they basically pay them women off to be the fuck quiet or to keep them from spilling the beans, man. To fuck up their marriage.
They looking at like I get it from $5,000-$10,000 or whatever. My wife will take half.
Yeah.
Which is worth it to
Cause you know they got a selfie with you in the bed. You know, you might be sleeping shit. She gonna put that camera right up. Like, I got this.
That's why Kobe didn't want to get divorced.
But what's fucked up is they always find out anyway. Your ass going to end up losing all of it anyway.
Hey, who was that?
And she can yell rape.
Drake song.
Just like what happened with Game.
It was
They
a Drake
for a
song.
lawsuit.
It was a Drake song that said, he said all us or one of them things like that. It said maybe it was the weekend. All the cell phones go on the table. You come in, the cell phones stay on the table. They go in the drawer or some shit. You come up in here. You know?
That's how them.
We already know. These iPhone watches and shit, they still can get you.
Wasn't that with
Confidential.
Kevin Hart?
Confidential.
His own boy was the one who did the video.
Yep. And then Nick Young and Gmslv, right? What's his name?
That nigga Russell, D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, little Russell snitched on him. Like, Jake just got it in for each other, but we always worried about getting caught trapped up in that system. If he'd have married her, she'd have lost her career like she was, right? And went for half your shit.
If he would have married her, he would have been
Laughing
shit. Nick Young would have to kill that.
First Esdras, chapter 4, verse 26. Yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for woman, and become servants for their sakes.
I'm a slave.
Because the man not running the household no more. You know, the woman is running everything. If you do what I say, or else I'm leaving you. And then the man got the fear in him. Oh damn! Like, how am I gonna get better? How am I gonna get a better woman? Not knowing that you're the prize, man. You're supposed to be running things. You the head of that household. Hey, but the American society has the ground split, man. They have
Gynocentrism.
because now you gotta please to the woman to the best of your ability. We're not saying don't do right. Hey, the scriptures tell you to let your woman do benevolence, man.
Yeah, you're
But
supposed to provide for your
but it's
woman with your wife.
Kind.
The scriptures don't say you're supposed to court some hoe. You know, you're supposed to brown nose her and court her out and take her out to fancy restaurants and spend all this money, and you know you just talking to her. Nah, man, you provide for your wife.
Yeah.
She's already you're helping. She's serving you. She's contributing to your household. She's being asset and not a liability.
Yeah. Hey, because
That's who you take care
So
of.
as weak as hell, he can't do it. So he can start closing on everybody else.
Even your concubines, they're being a benefit, but you don't take care of them the same way you take care of your wife.
Yeah,
You
right.
keep them, you know, giving them food and somewhere to stay and a place to wash their ass or whatever. But after that, you just stay your ass in the room. You don't get to come meet company. We'll talk to them.
You ain't getting all them privileges.
We go out to the other brother castle. You ain't coming. You know what I mean? Like, nah, now, if you're a bodyguard.
Place is here. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Your job is simple.
They want to ride in the front seat and shit.
Your penis, bro.
Straight up.
That's what your concubines.
And the concubines, they was raising, they was help raising, or they was serving wives.
Yeah, they the one birthing babies and you know putting them to sleep and cooking for them and all the kids and all that. That's just like
With Moab, Korean women, what they do in the nail shop, that's what they do. They're supposed to do that for free.
nails. Yes, I make them put out those they run down the massage.
All that.
Braid hair.
Yeah.
That's what they do. The man might say braid hair.
That wife, she was Israelite. She above the rest of them.
Yeah, she just sit there and chill. You know? And then if you
All women gonna give them hell. You see how they are now. You see how our women are now, man. They gonna put holy hell. Yeah, own person. Yeah. Go ahead, though. Get back in the school.
I got you.
Verse 27. Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for woman.
Yeah, and many of Jake go to jail, break laws, go against the Most High. Jake may be allergic to shellfish, but had no problem because the woman says she want to go to Red Lobster, going into Red Lobster. feed him, feed all messed up, taking EpiPen injections because they're allergic to you know, I love you.
You'll take me.
That's some culture, man. That's a death culture.
We're here to break the stronghold. We're here to break the stronghold of that sim culture, man. That sim culture don't belong in the kingdom of heaven.
Hey, man, ain't no such thing as the Lord is raising up kings, man. He's not going to put in place a queendom for a bunch of feminine soft men. It wouldn't be a kingdom if there's men subservient to women. Yep. That doesn't happen in a kingdom.
No.
All right, the men actually hold the authority in a kingdom. Okay, dominion of kings.
See a middle line go out there. They might catch him. He get to eat first.
I'm glad you brought that up. That's the order. That's the order that the Lord set. Even the animals, the beasts, they know their order. Yep. The lions, they know that I'm the boss. I'll pay the cost to be the boss of them. So hey, y'all go and get that food for me. Y'all bring it to me. I eat first, then y'all eat.
Go and chase it down.
Yeah.
I'll come over
and notice he has a pride. He doesn't have just one lioness. He has a pride of lioness. Okay?
Funny, that's what's so beautiful about the scene of the movie in the Will Smith movie, man.
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend. He was running, he was going to himself, and all of a sudden the lion came to him. He was like, damn, I can kill that lion so I can get it. Then he seen the bell and the cubs coming by.
Yeah.
Damn. Fell back. Because the man was supposed to protect the children, the future of the family, while the woman take the risk to provide for the family.
Yeah.
So you said go ahead and read
What you got?
Proverbs 31.
31.
I got Isaiah
Yeah,
4.
yeah.
Since we talking about the line. Go ahead, bring that up. I got Go ahead, bring it up.
This is Proverbs 31:3. Give not thy strength unto woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
Imagine if your woman was your protector. Imagine the mentality change that would happen. She was always involved in protecting you. Imagine how obedient she would be. And that how obedient you'd be to her and your family. You know, if it was just to get you to think differently outside the box. Imagine if she opened doors for you and was making sure things were safe for you all. You know, think about the mentality change of that. Not to say that it should be that way, but just to consider that. And then you come in and escort the children, making sure they're safe when y'all enter a place.
Amen. And what's crazy is it says, "Give not thy strength unto a woman, and not with ways that destroys kings." King Solomon, he went astray and started committing wickedness because of the power of all those women. Some men let that get the best of them, man. You can't allow bots to overtake you, man. Dudes don't know how to behave. They just like even dogs, man. When a female dog goes on heat, they don't know how to act, man. Them dogs, they'll kill each other to get to that.
Anybody else,
Yeah.
and they get crazy.
Hey, matter of fact, I had a female German Shepherd when I was younger, and when she went into heat, the dogs next door, they were so desperate to try to get to my dog. Now one of them, he got up because the wall had to be at least this high. The dog was able to get up to where only his neck got over the wall, but the rest of his body is still on the other side. So basically, he hung himself. And the next door neighbor dog died trying to get to my dog. Men here in society, y'all get just like that over these women, man. Mm-hmm. You ain't supposed to do that, man. A lot of you niggas, like in the conscious community, you worship the woman's phallus, man. You worship her anatomy. You worship her vagina. You know, that's why a lot of dudes come into that thing and pander to her. All the philosophies that talk about the black woman is God, you the same dudes. You worship the vagina, man. You worship the woman.
Yep.
Damn. Verse 31. There was a woman that said, read the first verse. Read the first verse.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 1. The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him.
Yeah.
What, my son? And what? The son of my womb? And what? The son of my bowels? Give not thy strength unto woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
And she was protecting her son against other women because she knew. Hey, I was blessed to have a sister that knew how to run niggas. So she told me how not to get ran. You know? I was blessed.
How many of our mothers actually sit down and tell us, knowing, understanding the nature of women, you know, when do they ever sit down and tell their sons, me speaking as a woman, let me show you the rules of the game. Don't get caught up in these pitfalls. You know, these whores out here that's trying to trap you, and they don't have those talks with their sons. They tell you to give them the world, you know. They tell you to, hey, treat her like a princess, treat her like a queen, do this and do that. You know?
Mom will tell her son to treat your new woman like she wanted to be treated.
Right.
Yeah,
She wanted, see I said past tense, wanted to be treated.
This society always says women saying, "Oh, a real man would treat me like this." You don't never hear a man say how you supposed to be really treat a woman. You know, it's always a woman's opinion on how they feel like they should be
How a
treated.
man's supposed to be.
Yeah, how a
We're
man
the
should be.
men. We're the men that's supposed to be teaching us younger men, how to be a man in the society. We gotta learn it from examples, like the apostles are good examples, but we gotta learn from
The
the
scriptures. Matter of fact, get Titus 2. It tells you how the men are supposed to be growing up and how the women are supposed to be growing up.
Whatever
And if our people would have ever adhered to those principles, you would have this simp culture. You would have been getting got, man. Especially if our people would just bury the scriptures into their life and live by it, we wouldn't have all these issues, man. That's right. You know? You wouldn't have to worry about these things. You don't have to worry about your little daughter, you know, turning into a slut bag, right?
Yep. Or stripping or whatever.
Going to the strip club, or becoming a female porn star and shit, man.
And Jay, it's funny, here's the irony of society, right? Jay put all his energy and he can wear whatever a woman wants him to wear to get the favor of women, right? Like the girls or whatever. But women are doing the same thing to get you. They see you looking at other nations of women, what they look like, and they just like them to get your attention.
And the other nations is dressing like Jake women to get the attention of Jake.
It's like a dog chasing a tail, running around in the circle.
That's how you know this is Babylon.
Confused, right? So Titus 2, right? Yep. Titus chapter 2, I'll start at verse 3. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things.
That's one of the things that you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You older women, as mother, you're supposed to teach your daughters. You know? And usually in the families, the older women, like your grandmothers and great-grandmothers, they got experience in life. And usually, like, when you look at your grandparents or your great-grandparents, they actually come from the households where the women held their men down. You know, they cook, they clean, they make sure that the child is fed. You know? They make sure their children have a nutritious meal. You know, they you know, whatever, you know, hey, they know he coming home from busting his ass. So they at home doing what the hell they gotta do.
In this
All
society,
women in this society, they don't teach their daughters to do that. They tell them to go and chase careers, go be a thought, go deal with every nigga that can give you money. Exactly.
in this society, these niggas get their whole check that they want. Have them go pay the bill. I'm like, hell no. Shit.
That sounds crazy.
I work and you do all the money.
He said that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet. Wow. That's
Ooh.
to be discreet, chaste.
What does it mean to be chaste?
A woman don't pass down to be chaste. A woman pass, like if somebody
Hey, for all you dudes that because
women pass down to not be chaste. Shop around, girl.
That's exactly what they grew up to do. See, in the ancient, show you how everything is upside down. In the ancient world, the father married off his daughter as a virgin. And when she got with her, when the father sold his daughter to his her husband, she was clean, she was pure. So when he went in unto her, that became his property.
Yep.
All right, and she ain't tainted, she's not defiled. Okay, and basically that marriage is until he dies.
Yeah.
You know, in this society, she's free, she can roam around. By the time she's of age, according to the laws of Babylon, she's already been read through.
Yeah.
And now you walking this bitch down the aisle with a white dress on, and she done had all type of dreams. She done been,
That one in the back of her head ain't the only train.
bro.
that's
She done
running.
been in the back seat at a drive-through, giving head. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she done been to the party where they slipped something in there. And now 3-4 different niggas is
Now she's ready
just
to
working,
settle
just
down.
operating on her, man.
She a queen, bro. She a queen.
Yeah, man.
Tell her nothing.
Yeah, man. But this society allows that, and then expects you once she become of age, you're supposed to take that and marry that and have all type of respect, and you're supposed to treat her as a queen. And,
I feel like that's only yours.
and you're supposed to stay. You're supposed to stay committed to that.
Reading the Bible.
Unconditionally. You know. That's why our Lord had it to where, well, as soon as our women got their menstrual, once they hit puberty, that was a sign of adulthood. They were coming into adulthood. That was when the father would betroth his daughter unto another man.
Yeah.
She was old enough by that time. By the time she hit puberty, and she was groomed by her mother how to be a wife.
Because it wasn't like today, man. It was like the father and the mother were in the children's lives.
Exactly.
They showed the children what they need to do. You had a job as a young male child, and you had a job as a young woman. They knew how to cook, they knew how to clean, they knew how to take care of babies before they had them.
Exactly.
You know, that's the way Israelite, we were groomed up, man. A man was a man. You know? He took care of his possessions, took care of his woman.
They groomed up to serve Esau,
Yeah, as
man.
I told the brother, there was no such thing as just a baby mama back then, man. You know, it was you my wife, you belong to me. That's what it was. But now you got little girls that's losing their virginities. Bro, it's just wild, man.
It's wild as hell.
It's wild to me. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
It's
So
wild.
Jay get mad at us because we say a woman, she's able to marry when she hits right after she hits puberty. Oh, y'all some pedophile. Y'all some. They ready to throw that out there, at us,
but
right?
women- but
back in the
girls
ancient
turn
world,
that
that's exactly.
Hey, check
And let me set the record straight. The word pedophile means boy lover, first and foremost. Okay? And when women married off, because back in the ancient world, the civilization was more advanced. By the time you got to a certain age, especially puberty, you were mentally more mature and advanced early on. This society, they raise you to be young for a longer period of time, man. But really what it is the reason why Esau say 18 years of age is when you're considered an adult or 21 is because Esau has to indoctrinate you.
Yeah.
He has to use that time, utilize that amount of time to indoctrinate you. And by the time you become 18, 21 or whatever, you've completed the indoctrination. Now you could be considered an adult because I've trained you as a little child. So by the time you past 12th grade, you done got all the indoctrination that he fed you.
God.
So it ain't. He determines you an adult if you completed the 12 years of his indoctrination. His institutionalization. That's why the scriptures say, train up a child in the way that he should go. Right? And when he gets older, he will not depart from you. So that's why Esau he sets the age of consent way up at 18. When a female, all right, if she's been learning from her parents, they already will learn how to become advanced and knowing how to take care of things, man. Because your parents will be the ones that'll do it.
This is how deep Esau done went with this shit, right? If you cut puberty off to 18, guess what? Because you're mobile. If you have a baby between that time, things change in your life quickly, right? But that's the stop. It's like a statistic that shows when a woman has children, the younger a woman has children, the more children she has. Well, that's stopping the population of Israelites. First off, at that young age. Also, at 13. Is when your mind started to develop. That's why you marry your daughter off at that age. So she's now being groomed up and indoctrinated, so to speak, by her new husband.
Right.
Things she learned from him is to be with him. You just taught her how to be a young woman and how to be a wife, but he's gonna put all the details into her from that young age up until that time, and she'll stick with that forever. She won't want him. If you look at Jake that have been with each other since grade school, high school, boyfriend and girlfriend, then the couples that never break up, man. They stick around forever. No matter what goes around, they're the ones that stay together forever. Our grandparents was that same way. That was that generation that did that. That's the ones that had 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 children. Yeah, and up.
Yeah, that's right, man.
And then when we talk about these younger women, hey, even the men of the circumcision that know they Israel and they got daughters and things like that, hey, the daughters start doing little things at 13. You know,
the hormones already kicks in. Once you reach sexual maturity, the hormones is already in. So that's why they start getting a little flirtatious. They start looking at older men. Let's keep it real. When you was in high school, other females that you went to high school with, they was fucking with dudes that were already out of high school.
Bro, it's a lot, bro.
My mother, she was dealing with my father, and he was out of high school. She was in her I think senior year, man.
Bro, when I was in middle school in 7th grade, it was a girl that was caught sucking dick at the school of an 11th grader, of a junior. They're doing this stuff, man. These women are doing this, man. In middle school, starting in middle school. Girls is having sex in middle school.
That's how you know.
Water, bro.
It's funny, you persecute. I gotta keep reading. You persecute people for men for being attracted to those young puberty age girls, but at the same age they're doing the thing. How come you ain't telling them not to have sex at that age? These kids are having sex at 13, 14, 15 years old. But you were supposed to teach your children, this was your older women, when I'm gonna get back to this, come in, you're supposed to teach them how to have a more mature mind.
Yeah, let me say this before you finish that. Y'all better not get all emotional.
Right.
Don't try to take our words out of context as if we're advocating for brothers to go and do that. We know, according to this society, you would get your ass under that jail. Do not do that. And we're not living under a righteous society, man. And you, Jakes, you've been here so long. These values that Esau teaches you, you marinate in that, and it becomes lodged into your way of being and your way of thinking, man.
It's a Western way of thinking.
That's what we're in this shit to begin with. We're all following after other.
Exactly. Hey, we have gone into captivity because we have no knowledge.
Yep.
You know, because of what we're teaching, Jake is ready to kill us.
Yeah.
You know, but hey, when we going back to the ancient world, did we have these problems with our daughters and our women back then? When these laws were set in place? When we were marrying our daughters at a younger age, but when by the time you get a woman in society, she's all battered up and bruised. You've taken on baggage.
Yeah.
She's been penetrated, man, by multiple men. A lot of times.
They got demons in them.
And they got different men's spirit on them.
It's a fact. They had the man that stays on. Wonder why your son can't never gather your son and step around with a bunch of men at the same time? We know it's one, but he got characteristics and traits of 3-4 different men that you're messing with. But the DNA still is in you. It's crazy, but it's true. Go ahead and just look the word.
The word is chaste and chaste. G53 Magnos. It says pure, sacred, modest, clean,
Clean.
innocent.
Innocent. Yep. Hey,
And then when you go to just the regular Google definition, it says abstaining from or from all sexual intercourse, virgin, intact, maiden, unmarried, unwed, non-sexual, innocent.
but also to be chaste is also to stick with just your one mate. That's what the other definition of blue letter was kind of referencing. It was definitely broad enough for both.
It basically represents the purity of a young woman.
Other brothers brought that up recently about age.
Like, you know what? We have a law when you go into was that Deuteronomy? If a man basically finds some uncleanness with her, that means that she wasn't chaste. I found this woman not a maid, a virgin. Somebody hit that. You know, because usually when you marry a woman, you have to pay the dowry to the father.
Yep.
And he's supposed to prove her virginity with that token. All right, but if he can go into her and he sees that thing is loose, it's been popping. Yeah, man. He find out that, somebody hit that, that thing been popped open. He gonna go back to the father like, hey, listen, I bought this, but it's already open.
Yeah. It's used.
But in today's society, Jake don't give a damn. Oh, it's been popped open. Hey, I don't care how much money she had. I'm not insecure like that. Man, trying to ask simp ass niggas say that. Fucking beta whales, man. You supposed to have a virgin, man. Go ahead, bro.
Deuteronomy 24:1. When a man had taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes, because he has found some uncleanliness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorcement and give it in her hand and send her out of his house.
Yeah, right. Because she played the whore, man. She played the hoe. She was basically, this woman was fucking before you came together during the holy matrimony. Okay? Yeah, that ain't supposed to happen. And what does this society do? What are they known to do in this world? Oh, girl, we gotta go have our bachelorette. We gotta go out. Let's go down to the Brazilian carnival, or let's go down to Jamaica. Let's leave the country, and let's order some male strippers. Or let's go out to Sin City. Let's go out to Las Vegas. All right, and let's just. Because basically your freedom is going to be gone after this night. So you might as well go out there and wild out. Let's get pissy drunk. That's what they do. They come out here and they commit all type of whoredom before they marry their husband the next day. Okay? That's total wickedness, man. Okay? According to the law, when you do that, you pretty much worthy of death. You're supposed to get put to death. All right? Let him finish that and then you'll get that.
Verse 2, and when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife. And if the latter husband hate her, and write her a bill of divorcement, and give it in her hand, and sendeth her out of his house, or if the latter husband die, which took her to be his wife, her former husband, which sent her away, may not take her again to be his wife.
Meaning you can't remarry her. Once she done played the hoe, she showed you that she ain't loyal. You gotta let that thing go. You gotta let that go, man. It's the foul, basically. Some other man skeeted up in there. You don't wanna go back up in that, man. Basically, that man's spirit is now on her. So if you take that back, you see them demons on her, you battling that other man's spirit. I'm pretty sure y'all are aware of the studies, the scientific study on when sperm enters into a woman, the DNA from that sperm it lingers. Basically, the woman takes that DNA and it stores into her for a long period of time. Go ahead, bro.
After that she is defiled, for that is an abomination before the Lord, and shall not cause the land to sin, which the Lord thy power giveth thee for an inheritance.
Hey, and that's why you think the scriptures say that we're a sinful and adulterous generation. Because every woman that we touch, that we get with, she's not a virgin. So technically, we commit adultery. Because the women that we're supposed to get, she's supposed to be untouched. She's supposed to be chaste.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be a chaste virgin when we get her, man. That's why this society is going to be destroyed, man. It got to get wiped out.
How come these older women are telling the younger women, no matter what, stay with your husband. Do right by him.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that never gets said with the older women.
A small number of women do that.
Yeah,
You know,
But we don't hear about
the majority of our, like the hood rat bitches, they wouldn't even know what to tell
I
them.
would put up with that, girl.
That's why
Hey, they too busy trying to compete with their daughter.
Oh shit, like that nigga woman in
That
there.
nigga woman. You know, she argued with her daughter on World Star about if she popping her man and shit. You know? Well, she watch you. She watch you get run through by different niggas. And she probably seen you sleep with other dudes that got women. Y'all known for doing that, man. You know? Y'all known for doing that.
And then talk shit about it.
Yeah. You even got the audacity of some of our women that don't mind being a side woman to a certain dude, but the dude that she's with, he better not think about dealing with another woman. This world is yo, man, it's out of control. But the scriptures say that a woman shall compass a man. That's a new thing in the earth. All right, but
have more?
was there? That was it. All right, get what you was gonna get.
Deuteronomy 22 and 13, it says, if any man take a wife and go in unto her and hate her and give occasion to speech against her and bring up an evil name upon her and say, I took this woman, and when I came to her, I found her not a maid, then shall the father of the damsel and the mother take and bring forth the tokens of the damsel's virginity unto the elders of the city in the gate. And the damsel's father shall say unto the elders, I gave my daughter unto this man to wife, and he hated her. And lo, he that giveth occasion of speech against her, saying, I found not thy daughter a maid, and yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity.
Now this is in the sense of
My receipt.
right. Basically, I have proof that my daughter is a virgin. I got the receipt. I got the okay. But if he didn't have that, your daughter's a hoe. Yeah. She got to be put to death. She played the war. Okay? But in this instance, if she's innocent, then that's what that's going into.
Yeah. You can have both.
Yeah.
Right? It says, and they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city, and the elders of the city shall take that man and chastise him. And they shall immerse him in 100 shekels of silver, and give them unto the father of the damsel, because he hath brought up an evil name upon a virgin of Israel.
That's right. That's just like when you go into a store, you try to say, y'all try to sell me some bullshit. But when they actually investigate, they inspect the product or the good, and they see that it's actually packaged and brand new. Hey, you wanna buy that now?
That's yours.
That's yours. Matter of fact, we allowed you to open it. If you see that there's nothing wrong with it, hey, you gotta buy that, man.
And if you go in meditation on this path that you should, when you do, you'll notice that it's just you ain't no hit it and quit it in the ancient world, man. And the way our law was, there's no hit it and quit it.
That's right.
You chose a woman, but the scripture told you don't choose a woman according to pleasure.
Why would not the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure?
You chose her because if you hit it and you don't like how that feels, guess what? She still was beneficial to you in your household. I'm gonna read. It says, and she shall be his wife. He may not But if this thing be true, and the tokens of virginity be not found for the damsel, then shall they bring out the damsel to the door of her father's house, and the men of the city shall stone her with stones that she die, because she hath wrought folly in Israel, to slay the whore in her father's house. So shalt thou put away evil from among you.
Hey, Con, that's beautiful. Because what is Con, it shows you, hey, it shows you how honorable and how much integrity our people had, man. You had no whores of the daughters of Zion of Israel, man. But look at us today. You know, look at the women that we have today, man. They're a bunch of monsters. I'm talking about the men too. You know, it's unbalanced because Esau runs this
Got
world.
them twerking as a little power.
Got them smoking as little toddlers.
Yeah.
So you know she gonna be over sexualized growing up. You know, you're just teaching her your whorish ways early on.
Worst thing is, nothing we can do about it.
And in society, you can't do nothing, man. Men don't get emotional like I can't wait till the society is out, man. Too much confusion.
They're gonna keep you in the same block.
Yeah.
Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 44. Behold, everyone that uses proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter. Thou art thy mother's daughters, that loatheth her husband and her children. And thou art the sisters of thy sisters, which loathe her husbands and their children.
That's
You gotta go.
hey, that's way too. A lot of these women out here, caught up of their upbringing. It goes back to home training. A lot of them, their women, their mothers are out doing them. So their daughters, they don't have enough time to bring their daughters up and teach them rights. It's society racism. And what are they being raised with? Promiscuity, you know, thought culture, that shameless, you know, a slut culture, Amber Rose, that whole crowd, you know, little slut wants. They look at Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, you know, it's the thing that's tat your body up and dress half-ass naked and go out there and be a shameless slut culture.
Yeah.
That's what's being breeded in our nation. And Esau, he's the main culprit because he's the one that pushes that out, man. You know? He makes sure that vibration is continuously upon Jacob. You know? That's why he pushed these artists and he basically promotes them, markets them, and makes sure that they become the hottest, you know, sensation in Israel.
They'd take a damn stripper.
A damn
Stripper and put her all the way up to a damn Grammy Award.
Exactly.
She's doing nothing different than the same stripper shit she was doing as a stripper.
Yeah.
No exuberance of talent. There's a lot of other chick out there that can read and put rhythms together. Do the shit she's doing.
We do it naturally. Naturally.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
She's
like,
doing nothing special.
yeah, nothing special.
Maybe compared to the heathen, it's special.
Yeah.
But amongst Israelites, it ain't nothing special. But the stripper perspective of it is what really makes her a sensation.
Yeah, they uplift Marilyn Monroe. She just promiscuous.
Yep. Consider it the presidents.
Over-sexualization, that's one of the key things that lead to the downfall of the people. Over-sexualization, being given to basically being overindulged in the pleasures of your lust.
flesh.
The flesh. Sex is one of those things, man. That's what Rome was big on. That's what led to their fall. And just like here in this current society, all right? All morals It's all just it's deteriorating. And the more it deteriorates, the more basically the more perverse people become.
What did the scripture say? And the evil that thou now seest will be worse. I forgot how it goes.
Second Ezra 5.
Is that it?
Wicked iniquity shall increase above that which is.
Yeah, that's the one.
Which
That thou now seest.
Yep.
Like, damn, it's wicked as Ezra's like, it's wicked as hell now. What do you mean get worse?
The second Ezra 5 and 2. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago.
Yeah. This is that time. That's how you know it's got to be the end. Because if it continues on any worse than this, there'll be no flesh left to save.
Right. Yep.
You know? Everybody be messed up.
That's because Esau, he's the man of sin. And he's the current ruler of the earth. You know? And that's what the scripture says in Psalm 3. You know, where hast thou declared my statutes, or which thou takest my covenant in thy mouth? See, thou hatest instruction.
Yeah.
You don't rule by the scriptures.
Cast my words behind you.
Exactly. You know, you put away the scriptures and put up your own laws. And that's why the whole world is out of whack. Our people, they out their mind. Man.
Look at some of the other heathen cultures. They have remnants what they learned from us in their cultures. Moab had a lot of what they had. They had a lot of that. You got one?
This is Leviticus chapter 19 and 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore.
But this is exactly what Jake does. Mother would do this, and the father would do this.
Yeah, spoil her. Yeah. Be extra nice with her. You know, my daddy's princess. Yeah. I'm gonna buy you whatever you want. You know, you try to get all soft and you know, because she's your daughter, man. Now, ain't nothing wrong with you know, having affection for your daughter,
right?
Giving her affection, but Jake, they go overboard with it, man. I wonder why she turned out the way she turns out. And you allow her to wear a little skimpy shit. She ain't dressed appropriate, you know, like a little young lady. Jake allow his daughter to walk out looking like these fucking streetwalkers, man. They would let their daughter wear spandex, booty shorts, you know, little skirts, and then you got these perverts, these fucking sick ass sexual deviants. They prey on those girls, man. But you allow your daughter to walk out there like meat before fucking hyenas, man. You're supposed to cover your daughter up, man. Teach her modesty. But hey, their mothers are not modest. That's a normal thing. So that's why they allow their daughters to do it. They allow their own woman to walk out the house and dress like a straight up thot, man. And he's afraid of losing his woman. That's why he allowed her to step out and dress like a hoe, trying to get the attention of other men. I mean, that's totally disrespectful to you.
I don't dealt with a woman like that before, man. She wanted to do what she wanted to do. And I'm like, hell no. It didn't work out one time for us. It didn't work out. That shit ended quick. She wanted to be all promiscuous. And she came back years later like, hey, guess what? I cleaned up my life and I read the Bible and I don't do this, I don't go out, I don't go to the bar. All the shit I was trying to tell her to clean herself up with. I'm like, so? Now what? You want me to be good to you now or be back? It don't work that way.
When I was back in school, there was a girl that I went to school with, and her dad treated her like that. My daughter princess, never seen his daughter doing any wrong. Like she couldn't do nothing wrong. Spoil her and all that. She was one of the biggest freaks in the school, bro. Then she ended up getting pregnant, man. Because of that, because he didn't put his daughter in straight.
Sirach 26 and 10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
God, that's exactly what they do, man. Women, because women don't have a cap. They don't have a limit. They don't limit themselves. They always want more and more. That's what it says. About the water, bro. That's why they compare it to the horse thieves. Because the women are just continually get. You know, they're never sufficient.
Yep.
You know?
That's why when you go on social media, why is there thousands upon thousands of thirst traps? Selfies. You in a sexual position of different angles, where basically your ass and the angle, basically trying to reveal your shape. Every single photo is you trying to, you know, you got your back to the Jesus. You know, you got your ass.
Or put your box in the screen in the picture.
Because they're attention whores, man.
Because they're attention whores, and they're gonna keep doing it as long as they get that attention.
These bitches got photo shoots just to put this shit up on Instagram.
And we were seeing
Last week.
We were walking from camp last week, and they really had a photographer and the assistant taking a picture of this one simple chick.
Hey, the time's coming where these women, man, when society breaks down, man, we're on the cusp of economic collapse. We're on the cusp. As soon as this economic collapse happens, man, judgment is going to be put on you women. Most High is going to put freaking crazy men on you bitches.
What's the nigga name from First Bird movie? Skeletor.
Oh, yeah, Skeletor.
Bunch of Skeletors. Niggas off they opioids, off they weed and whatever else. Off they pills and whatever else they take. They gonna go out. They gonna get them.
Or just, you know, sexually frustrated men.
Yeah, like the other
Purge, anarchy.
Because a man's supposed to have more than one woman. And why you putting your ass on the internet? That's just fueling man's testosterone. Sexual testosterone.
But when you women do that, you want men to be sexually lusty after you. Every single thing on social media.
Take the police out of that equation. Like they can't call the cops. Man,
these bitches gonna be walking around looking like they're looking at Saudi Arabia. Get y'all home. They had a law. Take the police away from this equation. That 911 out.
Shit, a woman would be quiet as hell, man. Going
They'd be the most loving, obedient, humble women on the planet. Did you read this? Oh, jump up to 25.
It was still going on.
No. Go ahead. No, read that first. I thought you were going to read it. Yeah.
I'm going to read it again. I'm going to read it a little down. It says, Sirach 26 and 10, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself over much liberty. Watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee.
You gotta watch over your daughter, man. She gonna do some shit that's gonna piss you off, man. Some shit that she shouldn't be doing.
Even your wife too.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta watch your woman too.
I'm just gonna say that's your woman as well. And you know what? A lot of women, I noticed this, just from knowing different people in similar situations, women will do things just to get their man's attention.
Oh, come on, bro.
Just to get their man's attention. You know?
If you ain't giving her enough attention,
That's what I'm saying.
she gonna get it somewhere else.
But she want to be caught doing that. So, but you can't leave her. You know what I mean? But you can't.
And then she gonna feel like she was justified for doing it. That's what's that Proverbs. Such a adulterous woman. She won't run out and say, I've done no wickedness. She was being illegally exposed. She's just a big damn hoe. It says, she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he has found a cup and drink of every water near her.
And Well, you read that again. It's the spirit, though. You know, we kind of getting on them. That's how you know it's the truth. Because they say, they were just saying Great Millstone is so bad. They always getting on the women, and the women don't feel comfortable following the doctrine of Great Millstone. Well, if you can, but guess what? There's going to be an order that you're going to be. Oh, you're going to be in order over here.
Hey, at the end of the day, y'all hate the scriptures. Right?
That's the point.
You hate the scriptures.
We will not kneel to you under no circumstances. We kneel to the spirit of Yahweh Shai and his word right here.
That's
and if
right.
you ain't doing that, you're going to get left out there. We going to, all this bad that we bring, we ain't even brought the bad up.
Yeah.
We just bring it out, we just sentencing you on your wickedness, right? On the shit that you ain't doing and that you're using. And you get convicted by that when there's lawlessness in the streets. Unless you repent and humble your ass down to the man your man that's of the Lord.
It says, she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he have found a fountain and drink of every water near
got a
her.
Fountain already. Why you need another? Why you need another fountain? And she will open her mouth. She don't care if rusty water come out, bacteria water, algae.
These women, man, they go raw. They'll go raw with niggas, man. Like seriously, they'll be barebacking all type of dudes while she's still with her men.
Yeah.
Seriously, man. Like, and those type of men, and she know that he's paid her.
She'll do
He
it.
allow her to go to parties, to clubs. He let her go anywhere without him, and she just freely she's out there with her homegirls, and they just as loose and ratchet as she is, and they go out as a girls' night out, and they do their thing, man. You know. Now, don't get me wrong. There's certain women, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know, there are certain women out there, man. I'm gonna just put it like that. That's, you know, they the Most High got them.
Right.
Yeah, they cool. They would, you know, if they stepped out for a little bit with a family friend or whatever, that's, you know, a sister or a relative. You know, we ain't telling you that you gotta box your wife in the damn room all day every day. Keep her in
Chastity belt.
Yeah, you
change
yeah,
the shit over the wall in the dungeon.
Yeah, man.
Not no R. Kelly shit.
Yeah, when you know R. Kelly the woman, you know. But what we saying is you still gotta keep a good eye, man. Because your woman, she can trespass.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
There was a certain restriction, man. It was strict. You're supposed to watch over your women, because they go out of control. And like your access or your woman access to social media sometimes. That can be a stumbling block to that. Because she knows she got access, she can get all the attention.
That's what it boils down to.
And next thing you know, she's giving attention to other men, trying to contact her social media, or they're trying to DM her, get in her DM.
She get a big head because she see all these niggas talking to her or leaving likes and all that shit.
Complimenting her. Yeah. And it can happen just like that, man. You know? It can happen to the best of you, man. Even your woman might have been with you and holding you down for years, man. And she could succumb to that too. So that's why you gotta be on that shit, man. Really, it goes down to she gotta have a certain level of fearful. If she don't have that, she's not gonna be fearful. She's gonna do whatever she wants to do.
Reverence and respect. If she don't have enough respect or fear of losing you, she gonna go out and do whatever else she please. What's funny is these older women don't teach them to have respect. They didn't respect your daddy.
They talked about your father in front of you. Oh, fuck that nigga. He ain't nothing. He ain't no good.
And they watch your actions.
Constantly. So that leads onto the women of day room. You know, and it's a repeating pattern.
I'll finish up. It says, by every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver like gets every arrow.
Well, that's an analogy for your China onto every piece. Yeah.
Basically, she's gonna stack them bodies up, man. Her mileage is gonna go through the roof. Okay, you go to a junkyard, go find you a 76 Buick. Look at the miles on it. You ain't keeping them straight.
Look at the frame.
Exactly. So if you ain't keeping your motor in straight, you're gonna end up like that 76 Buick. Dude's basically gonna treat her as such too. Like, man, this is used, man. This is a that's exactly. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. These dudes that get with that, hey, that's your rental car.
It's 1 Timothy 5:6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth.
Straight to the point, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that pleasure is going after your own personal best. When it said keep her straight, that's enough. Keep her ass busy, benefiting the household. That's for your daughter and your wife. Okay, keep them busy, benefiting the household.
Because when they become idle, their minds start to wander and get all different type of shit.
They didn't ran into old boyfriends, they didn't ran into new people at the supermarket.
You gotta give her enough. Hey, you need to be doing this, or I need you to do this.
Yeah.
Shit, you gotta give your woman chores
Hey,
sometimes.
I'm about to say, you gotta become a taskmaster.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Coming to the truth.
This Sirach 25:25. Give the water no passage. Neither a wicked woman liberty to gather abroad.
Yep.
If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from the flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go.
Hey, if you set tasks up for her to do, you be like, hey, you ain't got time to be chit-chatting on the phone all goddamn day with your single homegirls or whatever the case may be. Just busy watching reality TV and shit. You ain't got all day to be doing that. You got stuff to get done around here. If she don't want to abide by your rules, guess what? Let her ass go. She's not benefiting you, so you can benefit. Instead of how about she got shot, get rid of her ass, man. That's what it really boils down to. She's not benefiting. If you're not pleased to dwell with her because she's heard your walk in this truth, you gotta get rid of her. That's what
Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. That day 7 women shall take hold of one man.
hold out a long time, but it's always going to
That's the joke.
and I gotta say this because that's what's so beautiful about that complete number of women, 7, meaning completion, that complete number of women. If you have competition, that keeps everybody humble and sincere and genuine. Because a man will be able to beat that.
They compete for your time and attention. Jealous over each other because like the rivals, so they start to compete. So one woman try to outdo the other, but I bet she can't do for him what I could do for her. You know, she
Hey,
can't
and
do
that's
this for her,
okay.
man. I bet I could do this for her, man.
Hey, but that's
Hey,
okay.
Do
That's
it.
okay.
You know?
Okay, but you can't do this, but I'm good at it. You can't do it to him like I like it. You can't cook. It ain't about sex. Every woman automatically thinks more women equal sex. It don't equal
I could be the most freakiest. I can, you know.
That shows you all that they're worth.
Yeah.
That shows you what they're only good at. Only sex.
So, you know,
That's what they make themselves. That's what they set they worth.
Yeah, God.
It's basically through sex, you know.
It's good to see you. And in that day, when's that day, man? When society breaks down.
Exactly.
Like I said earlier, the economic collapse, the hyperinflation of the dollar, all right? Police not answering domestic dispute calls, you know, no rape calls. You know, that's the day that 7 women gonna take hold of one man. And this one man is talking about the men of the Lord. All right? Because the men of the Lord gonna take care of them.
Just like, I'm gonna say this, going too far with it. Just like how we are trying to attach ourselves to Yahweh Shai. Before the tribulation hit, man, we want to be buried unto the Lord, man.
That's right.
So that we can be protected from our head. You know, we trying to join with our bridegroom, man.
That's right.
You know, Hey, because read that again, bro. Because even though this is even talking about our women on the earth, on the physical level, you can even attribute that to the men of the Lord basically turning to Yahweh Shai for refuge.
That's right.
And take away their reproach.
Isaiah 41, in that day 7 women shall take off one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
He said he would write his name on us. It's the book of Revelation.
That's it.
Write his new name on us, right? We need that to take away our reproach. All the tribulation and the temptation and everything else, the perils that we're going through down here. You know, so it absolutely works manifold. But more acutely, you women ain't gonna have no chance. Like we don't have a chance. We won't have no chance without him. You won't have no chance without us.
That's it.
And your job is easier. Believe that or not, your job is easier.
That's it.
You gotta do things that you by nature wanna do. Even this society don't push you away from doing it. We don't ask you to go out and hunt the food and bring it back and cure it and marinate it for 24 hours. We don't ask all that. We just ask to eat. Leave us the hell alone. We concentrate. They ain't asking for too much. They ain't asking for too much. Yeah, keep our surroundings clean. That's about it. And then and let it and make yourself look good so we can have some affection time.
To run back off what you're saying, it's way easier your job is way easier than ours.
God.
You have to please us, but we have to please the Heavenly Father, man.
We're not here to please you.
Kind.
We gotta damn near get ourselves killed to please the Father.
Yeah.
We gotta go out there and go to war
Put
for
our
it.
head under the guillotine to prove our love for the Lord.
Yeah.
Just ask you to cook.
And like in the 5 heartbeats, I got every night.
Oh yeah, the Jake.
That's what we gotta do. That's what Trump gotta do.
Totally different, man.
I lost like 10 pounds.
You know, and our work is different. You just gotta be with us, we gotta battle the elements. Somebody coming up and putting us
Let some women come out here and try to do this. One camp. They won't make it 1 weekend, bro.
They be too emotional.
Bro, they won't make it 1 weekend.
That's why men are supposed to be.
They're supposed to be. Send their asses out there to Iraq or whatever.
Men build societies. Build.
You guys are sexist.
No, just saying the Bible, right?
It's just true.
Yeah, come on, man. Anybody that ignores that being the truth, you're sexist, or you're whatever the opposite, or whatever that is.
This is 2 Timothy 2 and 4. It says, no man that warreth and taketh himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. So basically, we're being soldiers on the front line to please Yahweh Shai. So I mean, we're in combat, all right, in danger of death, of being a casualty. Please our Lord. You women ain't gotta put yourself out there as a sacrifice to basically to show reverence for your husband. The scripture tell you it was that in 1 Timothy that you're gonna be saved through childbearing. That's how you gonna make it. Okay. How we please the Lord is totally different than how y'all supposed to please us. Okay. But we ain't making light of it, you know, for sisters that are taking care of their men. We ain't making light of that because as long as you continue to do that, you increase the chance of making out of here with your husband. But what we're saying is it's a way more a dangerous job that we got to do to please our head, our husband.
But everything's set for us to be able to do. Matter of fact, we get it in 1 Corinthians 11 first.
It's First Corinthians chapter 11, verse 7. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image of the glory of Yahweh Shai.
So we have more of that image upon us than women have, okay? And we have more of the spirit on us than women have. And that's for a reason, to set up the order. But on top of that chapter, it shows you order. By the time you have the third verse, it shows you the order of how things should be set up.
But the woman is the glory of the man. For the man is not of the woman.
That's that. The woman being the glory of the man is why men sin for you women. Because we're too really trying to see our own vain glory. And that's part of vain glory. You know, when you have a woman out of context. Okay? But when a woman that we go to Proverbs, the 31st chapter, when you apply to the actual woman, and not just wisdom, it'll show you that a woman benefits you. She's a proper virtuous woman. Yeah, she'll benefit you. She's doing her proper order.
Doesn't it say in God first it's a bunch of us, man.
People need something like that.
Yep.
She has a tower against death for her husband.
For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man.
Yeah, the purpose, the place, not of us. Call us sexist if you want to, but this is the Heavenly Father. Call him sexist, you know, because he set it up a certain way. Hey, he's the creator. He can set it up the way he wants. He set up the man, then he underneath the man. He set up the order. And when you throw the balance of the order off, it messes up the whole world. Look at society. Woman can have the man that new thing from Jeremiah the 31st chapter, now the earth is all out of control. But he wanted to come and have the same power as Adam from Genesis, it messed up the whole earth. That was out of order, man. That messed up the whole earth.
Verse 9. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man.
When he put created Eve and not just female, he gave her order because the breath of life was breathing to the nose of Adam. He had order and things to do upon earth. But when Eve was created, she had an order to go and take care of Adam. Okay? Because he didn't have anything to take care of himself. We don't have to get into the same chapter, but that's what that answer to that is. Let's go to Timothy.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 2 and 9.
Yep.
In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array. Verse 10, but which becometh woman professing godliness.
Just like a woman you say you're God-fearing, it's not with all the things that make you look a certain way, but with what?
Which becometh woman professing godliness. Good works.
Good works. It's just like what makes you man. In Ecclesiastes,
Follow the commandments.
Follow the commandments. We got something to be godly men. You got things to do, work to do what?
Verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence without subjection.
You can't backtalk and second guess what we teach you. Even if, and the apostle said this years ago, even if we teach you wrong, we gotta deal with teaching you wrong. You're wrong for not listening to
Con.
You still gotta follow that law that we taught you if we teach you that for whatever reason. But the Most High will deal with the judgment on who's wrong. If you don't follow, that's on you now.
Hey, who's back? And because she spoke, the Most High he didn't judge Aaron. They both cussed out Moses, but he judged
Miriam. Yep. She was out of place speaking amongst men.
Out of pocket.
Yeah. Made her white as snow, the scripture said.
I was like, damn, that's a little too much for her to bear. Lord, like, yeah, she did talk some shit, but was it that bad? I told you how bad leprosy was.
Like Apostle Tahar always brings out the point, if you fight another man and his wife jumps in.
Oh, there's a law.
Yeah, law on that, yeah.
She ought to get her hand cut off.
Yes.
They fight men all the time.
Yeah. Trying to jump in while their husband is fighting. You know?
They'll take that out, man.
You know, his house one day.
They'll take that
Let him be a man. You know?
Or just putting their hands on the man.
Yeah, a woman ain't supposed to do that. You know? But he's such a homosexual. He allows that to go on.
Verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the men.
But she can teach her daughters. You know, that's fine. She can teach her servants that don't have a guide over them. That's fine. But not usurp authority over the man.
But to be in silence. For Adam was firstborn, then Eve.
And there's a reason for that. We just talked about it.
And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived.
Hey, when you think about what actually happened, she said Adam was like, hey, it wasn't me, it was the woman that thou gavest me. And what did she say? She tried to swing it back. No, it wasn't me, it was the serpent that did this. No, he can say whatever he wants. Why you gotta get out of pocket and listen to him?
Yeah. You don't gotta, yeah.
The Most High, through Paul right there called you out. Hey, no, it was you that was first deceived. Not Adam, it was you. You fell for that. You caused this shit.
And that's the reason why to this day Eve has that attitude that no matter like the ones of our women that are so-called college educated, they went and got their PhD or their doctorate degree or whatever, their master's or whatever field they do, they feel like they so opinionated and anything that they say has to be taken for face value.
Yeah.
It
It has to be valid because her so-called PhD or her master's degree or her credentials solidify and validate everything she's saying. But where did she get all that all that information from? The serpent.
Yeah.
The serpent told her that.
Yep.
So anything that the serpent tells her, she feels that it's valid. It can't be validated except he confirms it. You know.
And that's what makes this word so beautiful. Because he don't validate this word.
Nope.
Now with this spirit on it.
And these devils are being found light.
They'll never read that in the Christian
Us
church.
coming out here testifying against this devil. Basically, the world is beginning to learn that this devil then lied to the whole world. And that's the reason why he's coming at us the way he's coming at us, and even a lot of our women are trying to come against us.
Yeah. Don't you say they have groups of women that fell out of the camps or they was in the camps coming against the
And now they side with the Christians.
Yeah.
You know, they get with vocab, Boaz, cherry love. Because they love, because they would rather love than continue to see the serpent rule and control over everything.
Yeah.
Because the serpent gave them a resemblance of power.
Exactly.
But the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing.
That's what you were talking about earlier.
If they continue in faith,
If. I always like to pause on that if. If. There's conditions to this. If you continue in good,
if they continue in faith, in charity, in holiness, with sobriety.
it takes all those things. Not one, not two. All of those things are listed right there. Childbearing, if they continue with faith, charity, and holiness with all sobriety.
Because in that day, some women should take over the man. He gonna have to teach them women how to be not just you gotta teach them.
I just know you, so I'm good.
They ain't gonna be virtuous on this side. They gotta wait till the king.
You don't have to work so
Yeah.
to be on this level.
Well, if the Most High finds us doing our own thing,
Right.
if we're unclean in the sight of the Lord, we ain't gonna make it.
We teach that Cornelius was an Edomite. We got everything else right. We committed Cornelius was an Edomite. He ain't gonna accept us.
I mean, what is he gonna tell the foolish virgins? You got the You think those 5 foolish virgins gonna be chariots? They gonna be rejected. Okay? Same thing with you women, man. If you still gravitate to this beast system, you with this new world, you gonna hold to whatever philosophy that Esau puts out there currently, and that you want to do, man. You know? The Lord ain't gonna put you, he ain't gonna marry you with one of his servants.
Same as when you carry the dog.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the woman that fears the Lord shall be found. I forgot exactly the word.
Should be counted wise.
Minds of all or something like that.
It's 1 Corinthians 7. While thou bound to a wife, seek not to be loosed. While thou loosed from a wife, seek not a wife. But if thou marry, thou hast not sinned. And if a virgin marry, she hath not sinned. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none.
That's something that's a tough balance with that, man. It's a real tough balance to be as though you don't have it. When we see her as a Lord, when we see that we love women, we fall out our wits for women and all these other things, we understand that there are glory, but we have to be as though we don't have it. How was that? He's going to tell you. Paul's going to give you the instruction on how to deal with the situation. Keep going, man.
That's kind of, I get this one. Matthew 6 and 33. It says, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Yeah. And the Lord knows it. So when you jumped up to the 5th verse, you don't have to. But if you jumped up to the 5th verse, a man will burn in lust and he'll sin it for his continence, meaning he can't hold his lust.
It'll start burning.
He'll start burning.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord allowed you to marry to keep you from, getting too worked up. And Jake, in this society, let's keep it real. We're under like we don't get off when we're supposed to. I'm gonna just put it
Come on, bro.
we're under sexed. We do got an aggression. It's picked up, man. Because the society teaches us you gotta stay secluded and deal with her.
Have one woman.
Have one woman, and you kind of get tired of hitting that all the time. You know what I'm saying? She get on her, she get on the thing. So you gotta go a whole week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So just all that stress you go through every day at work and life and society. He's so getting behind you with the lights and your boss is over you like this.
And you supposed to deal
had to be a fire.
one woman for the rest of your life.
But you seeing all these single chicks, just shoulders, they're ready.
Hey, and they
It's always when you with a woman when it gets like that. When you with your woman, that's when women are making noticeable. Like they watching you. When you single and you thirsty, it's prize fly. Ain't no chick checking for you. When you with your woman, they all over you.
And in that same moment,
From experience.
that's what I'm saying. And in that moment, you can be like, I see how she can benefit me. And I see her, look at her basket. She got all the shit I like. You know what I mean? And I can see how I can benefit her. She just needs guidance. Put that fat back. Just get her a turkey neck for that. Man. You know, I see how I can benefit her. You can see how she can benefit you. But you can't. You know, in the society won't allow you.
This is what Christianity did to our people.
Yeah.
It's all population control at the end of the day. That's why it was done. So he can control the numbers that Jake getting out of control.
Because you know, you hit me right the point. Because it's Jake. Because if Jake could have multiple women, we would have all of Esau's women, all the nations. Really, because you know, because because it was during like the beginning of slavery. It was and they put that in the Constitution, not the Constitution, but the law where they made it white people. But it was Edomite women that would marry slaves. Jake, that was slaves. They was bond to a master, but there was Edomite women who was still dealing with them. Married them.
They saw the flavor.
Yeah. Oh.
Jacob, brother.
Those wars they was eating off of Edomite women.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Concubines right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Hey, Con, bro, like what you said, like in the time of Egypt, when they kept putting rigor on us, stressing how we just kept multiplying. That's what reminded me of what you're saying. This is 1 Corinthians 7 and 32. But I will have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried care for the things that belong to the Lord, how he may please the Most High.
And that's something I've learned. Being the truth, if you stick with the business of the Lord first, and then actually Elder Barack was the first to tell me this from LA. He said, if you stick to doing the things for the Lord first, everything else pretty much lines up for you.
Yeah.
The Spirit will reveal what you got to do.
God.
Or what if the Most High gonna throw you a bone or not. Take waiting for the bone. You know, I don't want to miss my opportunity for the bone. Got my hands up. Man, the bone will fall in the book for you. Fall right off the book for you. You know, fall right in the book.
It just happened to fall in your lap one day and you don't even know it, man.
Yeah, the Lord, he'll bless you, man. The Lord, he knows we have need of different things, man. So every once in a while, you know, he'll bless you every now and then.
Y'all tend on to him without destruction.
Yeah. And even going back to what you quoted earlier in Ecclesiastes about the wicked woman.
Look at this fucker, man.
If your
Two women getting fucking married, man.
Right, well, you know, that's
Babylon,
that's
man.
Babylon. That's the spirit, you know. That's the collaboration from Eve and the serpent led to this thing, man. But hey, that's the sign that America is on its way out. You know, that's right. That's the sign that America is on its way out.
We can't say shit about it, how wrong that is. But he'll give him children to raise.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. And expect there to be honorable members of society to come out of that. But if they're in a loving home, it's much better than these crackhead Negroes raising children together in a dysfunctional home. Yeah, baby. But it ain't right.
It's confusion.
It's still confusing.
That child's gonna grow up confused, thinking it's all right to have two moms and two fucking dads, man.
It's still another. It's the same. It's another level of confusion.
It's 33. But he that is married care for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife.
Hey, and I'm glad you brought this up because I was thinking that I was gonna hold it for a personal lesson, but it's beautiful because a lot of you jakes right now on the fence about coming in, or you went into those IUIC groups and all of that because you had cares for the world or cares for your wife that you was concerned with.
Yeah, exactly.
That are arising or that will arise and choke the word, and you become unprofitable unto the Lord. You know, those things will happen to you. That's why you chose those other groups that had, I need to still get my music thing on. I need to be able to make sure that we can have a beautiful, glorious wedding. But I want to be,
ships.
you know, looking for certain, cruise ships. Go to this Passover to show off our union. We done bought the garments.
So, you know, the garments have you looking real royal. Y'all look like y'all
fresh out of school, you know.
White garments filled with spirit.
Y'all already in the kingdom. And they love that shit. So that's why a lot of them dudes, they join the camps just based off of those things. You know?
Now some of those camps, like I don't know.
And that's why IUIC is bringing in niggas. And that's why you're having all these bad things happening amongst you.
I was just gonna say, I don't know. I just haven't seen it. I don't really know their full doctrine, but I haven't seen them talk about the destruction that's coming. I don't even talk about it.
They don't talk about
IUIC?
Yeah.
They don't talk about it.
I don't know if they teach it at school or whatever, but the school ain't what needs to hear. The world needs to hear that the destruction is coming. And if you're not teaching that, you're destroying the people, man. These people don't see an end to this society, so they just living life like this, thinking this is the best it's gonna get, being up under you.
Well, hey, how he may please his wife. He cares for the things of the world. You gotta be able to, you gotta love this world to be in that spirit. You know? There's a reason why we're able to go into these prophecies and go into all the blood, the pestilence, go to the prophecy of war and destruction. It's because we don't give a damn about this world. We know that this world's about to go down. But if Jake have a certain care for his life because he wants to please women and fulfill his flesh, he ain't gonna want to prophesy against this place.
Yeah, you know what that does? That not prophesying against this place and the destruction, that would potentially scare away members. He's like, you know,
that sounds like GMS.
Yeah.
Turn around.
That's the reason why I didn't go into that camp.
Turn around, gays in the Christian church, same shit.
Yeah.
And potentially scares away money.
Trimming style way to seek love. Really, you trimming the doctrine to get more members.
Yeah.
You know? With a world-friendly doctrine.
Exactly. I'm wondering why nobody asked what GMS saying about the destruction of death. Is that true?
They talk about how women are going to get raped. Yeah. That's clearly in the scriptures.
Yeah.
But because we teach that that's prophetic, they like going into raping women.
That's prophetic. We're saying, but what did it say in Isaiah the 32nd chapter, right? It said to
rise up, you women that are at ease.
Rise up, basically. You know? And at the top of that chapter, you under a good man. Now we're not going to protect you. You better get you under a good man that can protect you and be good to that man. You better wise up. The bad shit's coming. You know, that's what that chapter warns you about. But when I don't hear them going into that. See, that's it. So let me go back to this point. So you got something?
Prophecy. Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it none. I am thy fellow servant, thy brother that has testimony of Yahushua. Worship Yahweh. But the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
Hey, so how you call yourself believing of the Messiah, you know, if you don't have the spirit of the testimony of prophecy?
Yeah, the spirit of prophecy, which is the testimony. Hey, because we're going to be hated for the testimony. It tells you how we're going to be, some of our men are going to be beheaded for the witness, which another word for witness is testimony. Okay? We're going to be brought before kings and governors because of this thing, man. The world's going to hate us for the testimony, man. All right, we testified against the 2/3 and the Gentiles, man. The so-called white men. So we're going to be hated for that. That's why we're going to have lesser women, you know, watching us and subscribing or whatever. Even though we got certain women that do follow, you know. But for the most part, they like to follow IUIC.
Yeah. I know most of the great millstone women watch other camps too.
I'm pretty sure.
And I don't blame you, because that's the only time you're gonna hear good news besides the regular level good news stuff on immediate good news. We don't have any immediate good news for you, except find you a good man, do what you gotta do by that man, and hope that man is the man of the Lord. You know? Hey, if you too defiled, hey, when that day comes around, man, when it gets real scarce out there, you think the Lord ain't gonna put men and women together? You know, he might have a man of the Lord wandering the streets, and then you take him in, feed him, clean him up, sex him up, rub him down, hide him out from the authorities, getting beheaded or something. And that could be your ticket. But because you know the truth, you don't know the scenario that Heavenly Father can play out.
Yeah, I'm done talking about these women. You know? And somebody can get Matthew 10 and 18.
All right. Matthew chapter 10. Matthew 10 verse 18. It says, and ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles.
And that means what? That they're going to have the spirit of prophecy on them. Okay? Prophesying against many countries, against great kingdoms, of war, of evil, of pestilence, of the second coming of Yahweh Shai. All right, the day of vengeance, the downfall of the empire of Esau, Edom, which is the biblical nationality for these so-called Caucasians, so-called white men. All right, hey, we're going to be brought before, you know, higher ups for this thing, man. And you got niggas, all right, that's getting scared because we're making so much noise that they're beginning to
be uncomfortable.
Yeah, they're getting uncomfortable because we're being recognized for what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's supposed to happen. The Lord just said it. For the testimony, man, we have the testimony against these devils as well as against this wicked kingdom, man. Okay. So that means everybody, a lot of people are gonna be against this Lord, man. Whether it be our women that are with this world, hey, the hell with them, man. Okay. But that's the spirit of prophecy that's upon those men.
Verse 19 it says, but when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. The Spirit will work with you on how to answer these questions. You know what to say in that moment. Hey, to keep you blameless with Yahweh Shemel Shah, regardless of what happens with you, with these officials, these governors, or whatever else. Hey, in the book of Acts, it talks all about it. When Stephen was brought out, hey, Stephen, they had to kill that dude, man. That dude laid the whole lot on him, man.
From beginning to end.
The whole anvil on him, bro.
All he did was just go into history.
Yeah.
They supposed to know the history, right?
Yep.
That's all he did.
Hell no, man. Let's get this dude.
Their blood was boiling like.
Don't the scriptures even tell you that? Allows us, just drop them information on him.
He had the testimony against them. know, and that's why they put him to death.
Hey.
And that's how we're gonna eventually. That's how we're gonna overcome. That's how we're gonna get the victory, man. Through the spirit of prophecy, the testimony.
Hey.
Get Revelation 12 and I believe it's 11, if I'm not mistaken.
While you grabbing that, I'm gonna quote this real quick. When you go into Matthew 23rd chapter, Yahweh Shai, that was the chapter that actually got him. That made him like, man, we gotta kill this dude, man. I'm not gonna get this dude. That's the one that made him really want to kill him. In 23rd chapter, he start calling out everybody.
Oh yeah.
Y'all got it.
It's Revelation 12 and 11. And they overcame them by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony.
And by what?
And by the word of their testimony.
Yep.
And they loved not their lives unto death.
That's it. Right? So they overcame by the blood of the Lamb and by their testimony. Okay? To the law, to the testimony. Alright, if you speak not according to this word, it's because there is no light in you. We speak according to this word. And the world is going to be offended at the word. Okay? We're calling everything out according to the Spirit. You know? We making ships crash and shit, man. You know? Shut down parties and parades. We doing it all, man. Through the word of the Most High. And that's why we're gonna have that reaction. Everybody's gonna come against us. Okay? Esau's supposed to come against us, man. The 2/3 of Jake, they supposed to come up against us.
Yep.
Those are the circumcision. They supposed to come up against us. Because we got the what? We got the testimony. They don't have the testimony, man. Those dudes, they just show love with their mouth. But it works, they deny it. Their heart is far from them. Okay? You know the real ones who serving the Lord is the ones that are the most hated.
Yeah.
Because the world hate the Lord first. Great millstone, man, that's the cancer of the earth. That's a beautiful, beautiful water.
Water, how about you?
Water, how about you? We're the cancer. Hey, I was like, hey, thank you for the compliment. You're supposed to be saying that about us, man. Woe unto us if you speak well of us. For so did they unto the false prophets.
Hey, because we're prophesying against this country, which is bad news. Nobody likes to hear bad news. Nobody wants to get reminded of bad things to come. And that's what we're here to do. That's why when you go to Jeremiah 28 chapter, they're the bearers of bad news. That's why they were always killed in previous times.
Well, and then y'all, if you got anything else, we're going to wrap up.
It's John 17 and 14. John 17 and 14. I have given them thy word, and the world hath hated them.
Yeah.
I
So
give
you
thy
get
word.
them the testimony. The law. I gave them that so therefore. I gave them the name. Go ahead.
I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word. I'm going to go back to 14.
They have kept thy word.
This is 14. I have given them thy word, and the world hath hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Sanctify them through the truth. The word is true.
That's right. That's right, man.
That's just where I'm going to start at. It's 2nd Ezra chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 44. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off mortal clothing and put on the immortal, which this word is immortal, right? It said,
And that's talking about when we change.
Yeah.
We're gonna become immortal, meaning we're never gonna die. All right, when the Lord changes us.
and have confessed the name of our power, Yahweh.
Yep.
Now are they crowned and receiveth palms. When then said I unto the angel, what young person is that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of the Most High God, Yahweh, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord Yahweh, Yahweh.
And for the what? For the testimony.
Yep.
You know? That's all we're doing, man. We're testifying, man. And a lot of you scary ass niggas that's afraid to come out here, you demonizing camps. The reason why you don't want to testify, out here in the midst of this wicked society is because you don't have the testes to come out here and testify.
That's right.
That's why, man.
I'm going to tie one more level of the lesson that we went into today as I look back on it. And we got on, I think through the spirit, we got on really because you are the ones that's not pushing them to do the right thing. You want them to go back and keep the society standing in the order that it's in, where you have power and control. But that's over. So a lot of men, they won't come fully into this thing because of you. Because you don't want the thing to full fruition and the thing to come to pass. But it's gonna come to pass. All you people are just being revealed as the undesirables. Because you will all be cast out as dung, trodden underfoot.
That's it, man. That's it.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash.
The apostles who will the great millstone, Shalom,